team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes. You see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Woo-hoo. Tell me this song don't hit.
I'm gonna settle down.
Hey. Who we got in the shop tonight? Birdman. What up? AKA Cletus. Keith Sims, man. What's up, Shermaine? Old school E, man. What up, DB? What up, David? Joaquin, mama call him JP. We gonna call him JQ. Birdman, what up? Unique P Don, what's up? David Linville, man. Appreciate you, man. Ben Israel, man. What it do, man? Just pile on in, man. Go grab your favorite drink and a pillow, man. Go put ESPN on mute, you know what I mean? And let's rock out. Love is the word. What's up, Box Fan 24, man? I appreciate you coming out, man. Andrew Charles, appreciate you, Old School E. Oh, man, it's Pinky, man. What's up, Knowledge? What's up, man? Feel free to come on in when you're ready. What's up, Jared? Detroit, BC, man. Y'all niggas in here early and often shouldn't see Reggie. Minister of Defense. Minister of Defense, man. Monday, no one is in the shop, Reg. Yeah. Mike B, man. Mike B, Malcolm. What's up? Young Malcolm. Speaking of Malcolm, man, Nip just dropped the song. And guess what name he said?
Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement of this bitch.
Hey, man, what's up, Cooking? What's up, Bo? Bo. They don't pronounce the L-E. They say Bo. Bobo. What's up, Dr. Inky, man? We need to roast Tyson Fury. You know it's coming. Dog. You know it's coming, man. And Spencer Fearon is an agent, dog, man. We'll do it in about 5 minutes, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here, man. I should have been a chef. Why? The way I cook up these motherfucking great ass interviews, huh? I know. The way me and DB be sliced it up, man. But we're nothing without you. And PPD. Yo, Ron, what's up with that? Hey, what up? You calling me a goon? Man, you see all these books behind me? I ain't no goon. Don't put that on me. Oh, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight, man. I'm feeling good, man. I just heard Nipsey song about 5-6 times, man. It feels good. After this stream, I'm going to figure out how to watch this movie. I don't have HBO Max, but I'll figure that shit. I got to subscribe to it probably for the month. It don't matter. That's what I'm about to do. And I'm really excited to get through this movie tonight. And but yeah, man, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. I appreciate the Hall of Fame trainer, Ronnie Shields, man. We appreciate you coming in the barbershop. And y'all actually enjoyed him, man. Them numbers kept on going. But I'll tell y'all my genius move Sunday. How my mind frame when I did this, but I'll get into that on Monday because we either have a guest Sunday or Monday. Yeah, Reg, we either got a guest Sunday. So if the guest doesn't come Sunday, he's gonna come Monday, right? Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get Joel Diaz, man. He has a fight this week, and we're trying to get him on the show. So and then Thursday night, Reg, no one is here because we got Albert Hainsworth at 4 p.m. We got no one Thursday night. Okay. No one Thursday night. We got Albert Hainsworth at 4 p.m. So if you want, so you'll be free and clear Thursday, February 18th. You know what I mean? We got to support that young fella. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we've had a hell of a run this week, man. I'm going to call Bob in the morning, see if we can get him on maybe midday tomorrow. So be on alert for that. He's real spontaneous to me, man. He's real cool with me. So we'll do it like that. I know y'all got a lot of questions for him. I don't know what, but I'll do my research. I haven't really seen any interviews this week. You know what I mean? Because we're doing 4 hours on here and it takes 3 hours to edit them son of a bitches. So, so I really ain't been listening to too many videos, man. Oh man, yeah. Feel free to call in, man. Feel free to call in and express yourself, man. It's a lot going on today. Tyson Fury admitted to using steroids. Tyson Fury believes he got drugged against Vladimir Klitschko. What else happened today? The purse bid's coming up, and obviously I want to talk about the Wilder tapes. I mean the interview with Kevin Iole. Feel free to call in. It's a lot to talk about tonight, so we can go anywhere we want to go. With this show. Feel free to express yourself, call in, beam in, and you got every right. But this is what it feels like.
And this is what it feels like.
Hey, it's a Nip celebration, man. He got a new song out tonight, man, at 9:00, man. Let's see if it came out on my title yet, man. This is what it feels like. Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this movie, man. Woo. Man, so but yeah, man, let's jump into it, man. When is Knowledge coming in? Knowledge, when you coming in? So yeah. So yeah, let's open up the phone lines and we'll rock. you know, let's see. I guess we'll play the audio. I had it on we'll do it piece by piece because there's a lot of audios we need to go through tonight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of audios. So let's go through this one. First, let's go to 78 Sports TV. And I'll play this for you guys. All right, without further ado, man. Knowledge born alive, man. What's up, mate? We can't hear you. Can we hear you now?
Freddie Fred, what's going on?
What's up, man? What's up, big homie? What's up,
Can y'all
man?
hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm assuming that they can as well.
Yeah, very, very rare am I on this side of the camera, so this should be fun. You understand?
Yeah, we had a whole lot of breaking news today, man. We had a whole lot of breaking news, and I know you're a big boxing fan, so we can go with it. You know what I mean? But first, for those of you who don't know, Knowledge has helped us a great deal with the show, man. I mean, the hits go on, Dr. Inky, Cassidy, Organic Charlene, yeah, I mean,
that was a gift from the Lord. You understand?
Hallelujah. Hey, man. You know what I mean? And but yeah, man, he's been a great asset to the show. He's been working really great with PPD. And yes, salute for coming on, man. But yeah, you have a podcast too and all that good stuff, man. And you talk about a whole bunch of shit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, first, thanks to you for providing a platform that you've done so artfully over the years. And the strongest pivot, I ain't seen a pivot like yours since Hakeem Olajuwon. You understand what I'm saying? So you got the dream shake pivot over this joint with, providing us with a man's man place where men can still be men in the midst of all of this intersectionality mentality that's running rampant.
Right.
A place where you can still stand strong on your square and be in the spot. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing to provide this platform. And then in addition, having, information and share knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thankful and honored to be in the same place that Pinky wore. No, you understand? You had Pinky up in here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. I love the balance and the dynamic that you provide. You see what I'm saying? It's not one dimensional. I'm kind of pigeonholed into a little spot by design, but you get a chance to show creativity and brilliance. One day we could be talking boxing and we could have a legacy member like Malcolm X's daughter on. You understand what I'm saying? On the same place. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to provide that kind of insight and get down and dirty at the same time. This is righteously ratchet. I love it. You understand what I'm saying?
Double R's and we ain't talking about Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? So Knowledge born alive.
Yeah.
Tell us about the name.
Yes. That name came from a initiation, actually, into the cultural confines that may be known to the world as the nation of God's and earth, so allows 5%, depending on where you are and how you got it. So I went through that initiatory rites ceremony, and at the end, after showing mastery, a name was chosen. I went without a name for like 7 years, and after taking a couple of people on that same journey, one of the brothers in the middle of the deserts of Iraq was like, yo, just call it Knowledge Born. So I had to live with that. Knowledge Born, what's the science from Belly? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Meth for making me famous. You understand? So that's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity after, an arduous trial and tribulation and remaining nameless. I just told Cats my name was Nameless. I was a big Jet Li fan. That movie, Hero, he was called the Nameless One. So I rode with it. And, when the opportunity presented itself, I wanted this elaborate, super long name because everybody that I knew had an hour-long name. You understand? And, Knowledge Born was just as simple as possible, but it was so vast at the same time. It's a systematic process, hence like the name, due to knowledge, radio, it's a systematic scientific process that you take information that you receive from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. That's as short as I can make it.
Okay, that works, man. And we got some current events, man, that transpired in boxing, man. How'd you get into boxing though? How'd you? Because that's how we know each other, through boxing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Believe it or not, my great grandcousin, my great grandmother's cousin, is Joe Frazier. So my family has that in its roots,
Mm.
And if we know anything about Frazier, he only lost to two people, and only one person ever knocked him down in his professional career. Amateur, white boy whooped his ass, you understand? But as far as what we know that man to only take a loss to two people, and only one man knocked him down and couldn't knock him out. And that was the hardest hit in the business. So that serves the kind of resolve that comes to my family, amongst other things. So, that, and, believe it or not, I was an Aliite until I discovered he was in my family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's Smokey Joe Frazier. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, that's the resolve. And then I learned my family history. Learning your family history is very, very important in how you shape mold your outlook.
Yeah. What was he, like 31-2? What was Joe Frazier's record?
Thought it was a little more fights than that.
Okay, what was it? I'm drawing a blank on it right now. I'm trying to put it together. Did you get a chance to meet him at all?
No, just his family. Like Beaufort, South Carolina. I see somebody shout out that place. Yeah. So that whole spot in Beaufort, there's a place, that's dedicated to my fam down there. My grandfather's father was like on that movie Life. He got locked up for life, and they let him out of prison at 103 years old. So my grandfather didn't get a chance to see his father ever since he was 18.
Okay.
So it's just interesting with that, Marion County, Beaufort, South Carolina, all of those connections. And we see ancestrally with our sojourn with the Gullah Geechee and so many other things like that, that connection, like 400 years old.
How'd you meet Dr. Inky, by the way? How'd that connection come about?
Dr. Inky is a special case. I met Dr. Inky like 5 or 6 years ago through Knowledge Radio. He was doing some lectures up in Seattle, Washington, and one of the guys who knew me and another one of my brothers, Jay Dizzle, shout out to Jay Dizzle, he needed some radio promo for the event. So we did like 4 or 5 joints together, and I went out in the rain and didn't even get to meet him in person. You understand what I'm saying? I went out there in the rain, and by the time I got into the joint, he was already gone. So, we just been collaborating ever since, that day, working together in tandem. I think he got a better story than I do. You see what I'm saying? So I believe with all my heart, he is a great dude. I see him raising children, interacting with his children as a single father, holding it down with 5 children in the house, and being there and being available on a daily basis, indiscriminate to what time of the day for our people, helping them with all of these maladies and conflictions. Right. That track record in regards to what he has done in the world of health is amazing. You see what I'm saying? It's okay if you might be like, all right, well, take this or take that. Like, God, the amount of care, the time, the patience, the sacrifice that man makes, on a regular, and still smile and still talk shit and still talk boxing and basketball and stocks and all kind of stuff. Write books. You understand what I'm saying? All of these things in tandem while still being that role model, for his family and extending out to his community because he has.
Right.
I couldn't help but find a way to be a part of his exposure to the world.
Yeah, I'm surprised he. How many times has he let you get a word in?
In life? See, you got to speak the same language as Dr. Inky. You understand what I'm saying? Like, hold up, yo, hold up. I got the Dr. Inky. I'll be like, hold up, nah, because you just said something like that. Hold up. I gotta hold him up. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hit him off at the pass right quick. So.
Who's your favorite heavyweight now?
My favorite heavyweight right now. This is a sore month, man. Deontay, you see what I'm saying, walked into that fight during this month. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he had the world on his shoulders. And I think the theater was too much. You understand? I think the theater was too much. The way he walked down that hall of all of our ancestors, you see what I'm saying? Like with all of the sojourn. And then when I looked and I saw, because we're going to talk about him, Fury get carried to the ring, I said, yo, what y'all about to do? I ain't about to watch this. I'm like, what y'all about to do? I said, they didn't carry this cat to the ring to carry him out. It's a wrap. What y'all about to do? So it was just interesting.
Oh, you said that for real before the fight?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real. Like, I'm big on, I wouldn't really say decoding, but looking with deeply into things, and the symbology was there. You understand what I'm saying? Like Bernard Hopkins, he was in that in the press conference talking, a white boy, I'd never let a white boy beat me. You understand what I'm saying? So like, it's just instances like that to where when the theater is too great, you see what I'm saying? What's my man name? Adrian Bronner. They're talking to him at the end of the fight with Pacquiao, and he's like, clearly I won the fight. They like, yo, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's moments like that to where they really doing this whole thing. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot more of the intricacies that you get into on this platform of the stuff that we don't get a chance to see on the surface. We just look at a fight and just see a fight, and we don't see, any of the intricacies because of the industry that you're in and what you're privy to and what you know from experience. I think that's pretty good.
Well, we got some Tyson Fury news, and are we gonna listen to it? You want to do phone calls with us too? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm open. I'm whatever.
Okay, good. Let's rock it. Let's see if I can. Is it working? Let's see. Oh, my bad.
Not to touch anything in changing rooms because they might try and drug you. And someone tried to pass me water from all sorts. And unless it was.
Wait, that's not that one. It's this one. Sorry.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs.
Y'all need to see it, man. I think we need to share it so we all can see this. Let's do it like this. We good? We can see it. All right, let's rock it.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
So there's been a few, but
one more time.
People take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
Everybody.
well? Obviously, you're not talking about yourself, so
So does
How do you respond to that?
Theater, baby. Okay.
Uh,
These things are not equally yoked. You know, they are not equally yoked. You saw at the beginning, he said, I'm not doing no shit that ain't nobody else doing. Everybody's doing the same shit. He said, what I'm doing, everybody's doing. You see what I'm saying? And then he's like, you know, when they wanted to get into specifics, you know, the reporter was trying to give him an out. Obviously, we're not talking about you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, he said clearly we're not talking about you, but you know that, you know, artful use to paint a picture to still make a white dude look like a champion. You see what I'm saying? Indiscriminate to whether he's a champion or not. There's a lot of those things that are going on. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a whole situation with Tom Brady. It's a whole situation, you know, like that go back in football all the way to Joe Namath. You see what I'm saying? Johnny Unitas, so whomever. You see what I'm saying? So back to that theater I was talking about with that second fight, with him being carried to the ring. He was already victorious. You see what I'm saying? He was already victorious. No matter what happened in the fight, he was already victorious. He was going to walk out of there like a champion. You see what I'm saying? And us with that sojourn and struggle, and as connected to the month, you know, Black History Month right here, it was easier and more palatable to take a loss because it's a part of the struggle. And we got Deontay Wilder with a mantra to this day. You understand what I'm saying? That's not leaving any room for ascension. You know, it's leaving room for a devolve, you know, with that kind of psychology. You good with struggling. You see what I'm saying? And they have him, you know, he good for one punch. And his fundamentals ain't all that. Like they start talking all of these things because these become an acceptable way. Now, if you're waiting for that one right hand, now if that one right hand connect, you know, good night. How do you say this about a heavyweight champion who was undefeated until that day? You understand? So it comes into a position to where psychology is there, along with the theater, the things that are in the background. You look at what they chose for his highlights, you know, Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things left to be desired in regards to his, you know, boxing style and his way in the ring, but also they know how to paint the pictures and control the narrative at the same time. So a lot of that stuff is going on, and they push in front of you who they want to push in front of you. You know, I really wanted to see them old dudes, Tyson and Shannon the Cannon get in the ring. You see what I'm saying? I want to see them tonight. You understand what I'm like? So some people who got the hunger and the experience go at it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody with that grit. I know they got the Fury, not the Fury, the Joshua and the Wilder things. You know, like they got that looming. That's a situation. But I think that situation would be similar to seeing Pacquiao and
Mayweather.
oh man, Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? For what? It's like 10 years too late. That fight was like 13 years too late. You see, it would just be on the strength just to say it happened. It's a big payday.
Right.
You know?
Right. So, and feel free to call in, guys. So what do you say he was already the winner? Like he wasn't going to be carried out. What do you think happened?
Well, you know, the other stuff that are there, all of the smart people, you went through it, the whole stuff with not seeing his gloves getting taped and all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, that look in his eye. You see what I'm saying? If he was doping, he was doping. It's clear. You see what I'm saying? Like the antics in the fight with the, you know, licking the blood, you know, like all of that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like that was extra. You see, that's not showboating. That's like getting into brass, you know, psychology and nature. You see what I'm saying? That was one thing. But to carry him out like the victor, there would be no way in the world that he would walk out of there defeated. You see what I'm saying? Like I know from military strategy, You know what I mean? Like if you look at that movie, what was it, 300? This cat was walking on the backs of his men down to talk to the guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, so this is the grand all theory right here. You see what I'm saying? So this is the same thing. You know, old dirty bastard said, I don't walk, I get carried. You didn't see what I'm saying? Like they would carry a king or a queen out to a situation. You see what I'm saying? And carry them out, ascended, not carry them out in the space of defeat. So with all of that showmanship, with everything that was there, the difference was Wilder walked to the ring. You see what I'm saying? He walked to the ring. He had this all black everything, and then with the guy with the all black rhyme. You see what I'm saying? All of that on one side versus who's in power, who has the crown, who has the deciding factor. All of these things play something very, 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 heavy on the psychology. So I just looked at those factors immediately, and I was like, all right, it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? It's an upset. What y'all about to do? I hope y'all ain't bet no money on this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it just was, it was a blow. Like, think about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, how did you feel watching it? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where the real fight is. How did you feel psychologically watching this versus watching Nate Robinson's fight? You didn't feel the same way.
No.
You see what I'm saying? You didn't feel the same way. But it was the same thing that happened. If you could, clutch yourself and be upset watching Wilder fight, you could. It's supposed to be the same thing. We the same people, but it don't look the same. So theater makes this look like something that you can clown and joke and meme, while they're laying black men down in the street, killing them. You can look at that and make a joke out of this. But this was serious. We was tearing the streets up, and people was rioting because they had a knee on the neck of a black man. It's the same thing. But they show you things in a certain kind of view to where you could laugh at one and cry at the other one. And they decide how you feel about it. You understand?
I get that. So you believe sporting events, they can make them predetermined?
Of course.
So you think the outcome was predetermined?
You saw this election, right?
Wilder Fury. Yeah.
You saw this election that just happened.
Yeah.
Wasn't people texting you like, hey, can you help me get Trump out of office?
Yeah.
They was texting you like, hey, Fred, hey, can you do me a favor and go to the polls?
Yeah.
When did that happen in your lifetime?
Right.
Before now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's there. It's the same type of sporting event, and it carries a greater resonance in your psyche. Seeing it, it's there.
It's there.
You're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying? You in stock. You're an investor.
Yes.
What did you lose in the whole situation? You see what I'm saying? Like, what did you lose by this fight? The real fight, the one that happened in the polls. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are they coming for now? What's on the horizon? What else are they looking to take? So there's a lot of things that are there that are played out through the theatrics of sport. We just watched the Super Bowl. While we're watching the Super Bowl, millions of children are being kidnapped and trafficked. That is one of the largest events in the world. It's watched all over the world. And these human trafficking, situations are going on while the Super Bowl's going. So there's more to the story than meets the eye. So can things be predetermined? Of course, because they set a course on how they're going to move certain things along in certain agendas, around.
We got our first call. I'll get you next, H Money. 240, what's up? Okay, we go to H Money. What's up, H Money?
Yo, what up, Fred? What's good? What's up, my guy? What's popping off?
Hey, what's you got
going on?
Man, shit, it's Black History Month, man. I want to get your thoughts on the legacy of Muhammad Ali and what did he mean to you growing up as a young black man?
Head knowledge. You can ask me anytime.
Oh, okay. I mean, I love Muhammad Ali. I got a chance to meet him in Chicago at an Islamic conference in '04. And I could say from meeting that man, I know why he was a champion in and outside of the ring. He was bad. He had the shakes and all of that. There was about 400 or 500 of us that wanted an autograph. He set up a little table and the chair. He signed everybody's everything. He took pictures with everybody who won. There's like 3-4 hours you waiting in line. You understand what I'm saying? 3-4 hours you waiting in line, and he took as long as you needed to get you what you needed to get. You see what I'm saying? The spirit that was in the man, that fight was still in him from, until his transition. So getting to witness that up close, that's a part of a transformation that took place from a youngin'. A boxer, you can get some skills and become a boxer. They can train you to be lethal, deadly, but they can't teach you how to think. They can teach you how to anticipate, how to react, how to have the right timing, and put yourself in a position to win a fight. But these other things that he learned from the science, these life skills that he learned, to use that same kind of time and have the same kind of discipline, to have the same kind of work ethic and heart extended outside of the boxing ring all over the world. So whether you read that book, the autobiography of Malcolm X, and you heard, those words say that the reason why Malcolm was so recognized in Mecca because they thought he was Muhammad Ali, and take that, or to see him being able to get hostages free, you see what I'm saying, in the Middle East, that kind of, situation, or to talk a man off a ledge, these things had nothing to do with a fight and had everything to do with a man, so that man and his, contributions to the world, was, far greater than what he did in the ring. And, this is a dude who cheated my great-grandcousin out of 2 fights. Cheated him out of 2 fights, and I can still say that with a straight face,
Are you talking about Joe Frazier? I don't know about that. Ali, man. Ali was a dog, man. One thing about it, like you talked about all the great things he did outside the ring, but he fought everybody inside that ring.
I will never take that away from that man. You understand that man? Fred just asked me, could you predict outcomes of sporting events? He did it. You see what I'm saying? In a prophetic fashion. And he went to every length possible. He was a man that Bruce Lee studied. I want to say that real quick. Bruce Lee studied him and a host of other black fighters to cultivate his style that the world knows as Jeet Kune Do. One of the grandmasters I know.
Hello. Mute your phone. I'll get you next.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I want to know who this is right now.
Mute your phone, man. We'll answer you in a second. Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why are you calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
Yo, this a troll, bro.
Excuses, boy. You tell me who you are.
No, I don't want to tell you. You got to ask her.
She calling us, bro. You got to check your
calling all of us.
You got to get your girl in check, bro. She ready to go.
You better tell me the truth right now.
She pregnant. That's the
truth. Don't
truth.
even know what I'm talking about. I am so angry right now. You are getting me frustrated.
She's pregnant.
How long this been going?
She's pregnant. She's pregnant about all of us.
She pregnant, man. She a thought. We actually ran a train on her. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've been knowing what's going on.
So you know what happened? You was sucking my dick when you was kissing that bitch.
You've just been pranked by prankdial.com.
Dang, that's a real troll, man. And we apologize for that, bro. But
no, that was good. I got over 2,100 episodes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm used to everything and anything. Stuff could go left in a heartbeat. You got to be real adaptable out here.
So, what you think about these fighters nowadays? Who are some of your favorite fighters? Give me at least 3 of them.
I say Earl Spence. I like him. I like Broner when he's boxing. I like Broner when he's boxing, but when he ain't,
Well, Broner's back next Saturday.
Yeah, hey Freddie, we can't hear. I think he went on mute. I can't hear him.
No, I'm here. I was just thinking of the last little young dude, man. I can't even recall his name.
Devin Haney.
There we go.
Oh shit!
I know it. I know it was Devin Haney. What you like about Devin Haney? What you think about him as a fighter, and how good you think he can be one day?
I think if he get the right people around him, he can be great. I think that's a difference maker. I don't think that I don't know too much of the intricacies of what's mentorship type situation that's going on. If he get the right people around him, he definitely got it. He just got to keep it. It's no different than the comedians. All the comedians saw what happened to Richard Pryor. They saw what happened to Eddie Murphy. They saw what happened to Cat Williams, and they had a good joke. They had jokes about all of it until it's them. You see what I'm saying? In this boxing business, it's the same lane. You have to be able to survive in and outside of the ring. The temptations are greater, and the memory is unforgivable. You understand what I'm saying? Unforgivable. Like, at least in the old time, you had to wait to see something or hear something. Like here, it's you hear today and gone today, not even tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So you could be a one-hit wonder boxer. I didn't even know that was a thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, if he has the right people around him and stays in that, takes care of himself, I think he has the potential to be real great. I see it in him. I just don't see it around him.
Okay, absolutely. My last question: what's your thoughts on this Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, this controversy, the scandal with the gloves, the trainer Mark Breland, being accused of spiking Deontay Wilder's water? What's your whole thoughts on this stuff?
Is that new in boxing or is that old?
Oh, that's old. I believe this been going on in boxing: cheating, steroids, tampering with gloves forever.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying in sports. So that's what they said. I just think that they had that Rick James little thing where Dave Chappelle was saying that cocaine is a hell of a drug, money is a hell of a drug, and fear is a greater factor. If you look back as early as Jack Johnson, they had tried to pay him to throw a fight. You see what I'm saying? There's a connection. There's a story that goes out that they even talked about it in that TV show. What was it? Godfather of Harlem or King of Harlem or whatever it was.
Godfather of Harlem. Godfather of Harlem.
Right.
I saw that.
That was based off a story that was told in oral tradition that Muhammad Ali said that they wanted him to throw a fight. And the mob said if he didn't throw the fight, they was going to break his knees. And they said that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's response was, tell them they got knees too. You see what I'm saying? So that's a situation to which it didn't matter what the pressure of organized crime was. There was something that was greater. So when you don't have a situation like that as a counterbalance, these things are open. You see what I'm saying? So these things used to be one and the same, but now they're not. So that goes back again to, with the brother Haney. I don't see the right people around him. I see him, but I see him, trying to make a way and trying to figure it out on his own, not with the right guidance and not with those things that made champions great. Tyson was great because of what? Not just natural ability alone. He was a student of a game, and he had one of the greatest to ever do it around him in his corner. You see what I'm saying? And once he lost that, it was like a fall from grace. He had the homies in the corner. That night he lost to what's my man's
Buster
name?
Douglas.
Buster Douglas, the longest count in history. He had the homies in the corner. You see what I'm saying? He had the homies in the corner. Hey, just hit the motherfucker. Like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you winning, man. Fuck that motherfucker. Like it's a certain space you have to be in when you have a threat in front of you. And if you don't get that outside purview to keep you focused, this is why you got a coach on the floor. He can see what you can't see because you're in the thick of it, and you can see what he can't see because you're in the thick of it. So y'all's vision had to be aligned on victory. So, it's just something that's there.
Are you talking about Tank Davis, who's with Floyd Mayweather, or Devin Haney? I think somebody in the chat asked. Is it the light skin brother? Are you talking about him? Or are you talking about Devin Haney?
Devin Haney.
Oh, Devin Haney. Okay. I know Devin got his father with him, and his father's been a part of his career, and his father's doing a great job, so he do got some people that really do care about him, but I definitely appreciate you coming to the platform, my brother. Appreciate it, Fred, for having me once again, and I'm going to holler at y'all brothers, man. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
You're a Sunni Muslim?
Me?
Yes.
That's a funny question. I studied Islam, and I actually walked in the Islamic school for like 20 years. So, I'm very familiar. I've been to Mecca twice. I've been to Mecca when I was 16 and when I was 19.
What was the difference between 16 and 19? Because Malcolm went twice as well. So what was the difference when you?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, he went in 59 and he went in 63.
Yeah.
Or 64.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But no, didn't feel any different. What's that experience like?
For a convert, when you come into, that particular knowledge and that particular way of life, you go through some aesthetics. You go from saying something to doing something, and then doing a whole lot of something, and then doing something that you may have never done in your life. There's a difference between fasting and starving. You starving because you ain't got nothing to eat. If you fasting, you can have a house full of food and you won't touch it. A house full of drink and you won't touch it. You see what I'm saying? So it speaks to a different space within yourself there. And then if you was tight with your money, you're in the space where you have to give charity, once a year, 2.5%. And then, this last one that's supposed to be the greatest one to, go to Mecca once in your lifetime. And, that's that ability to go to Mecca twice was, something as research, not so much there, like the rest of the people that are pilgrims. I wanted to see what it was. I wanted to hear the sights and the sounds. I wanted to be able to study and see how these narratives are being painted, So all of that working, together in my mind. At 16, I was a little young punk. At 19, I was a little same young punk. I just had a couple more years on me, but I was in the military by then. So my purview on life was a little different. You see what I'm saying? So it was an interesting time to be able to go and to do that.
You have a super chat for you.
Look at my brother, man. Omani, United Front, man. That's my brother right there. That intro that's on my show, it came from my brother Omar Wiley, who's a member of this group, United Front. Some of the greatest MCs to ever do it, who work in tandem with the community, with our children, through rites of passage programs, and so much more other things. Community outreach. Dope music that's historically and sonically sound. It's our culture, and it's still hip hop. Very rare do you find all three categories.
Is it? What have you learned about studying Islam? as it pertains to like living in America, like American culture? What it should we use the word advantage for lack of a better term, like in terms of like the human experience?
Well, I walked through all of the, religious schools. I was born, into Islam because of my mother and my father. At their spiritual development at the time, this is what
What
I was
Islam?
born
Was it
into.
Nation Islam or
It
just
was just Islam. You see what
okay?
I'm saying? That they were dealing with, I went through the Nation Islam.
We just
I
lost.
went through,
Start from the top. We just lost you for a second.
I said, I went through, all of the facets of Islam,
Okay.
from the religion to the science. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? So whether it was Orthodox Islam, whether it was the Ansar school, you see what I'm saying? Whether it was the Nation of Gods and Earth, whether it was the Nation of Islam, whatever it was, we walked in it. And that's where my mother and my father was at their point of development when I came in to the planet. I came in as a Arabic speaking Muslim. You see what I'm saying? So that was just very interesting. But my mother never forced anything on us. I had made a decision to walk in that path of Islam. We did Islam, we did, Judaism, we did Christianity, we did Buddhism, we did, African traditions, all of it as a family, but not as zealots, but as a point of study. Like whatever somebody wanted to do, we did it as a family. And then whatever you chose is what you chose. You see what I'm saying? So I have 6 other brothers and sisters. They into everything and they ain't into nothing. So, Islam was multifaceted in my understanding. There was a place, space where it taught me, discipline. It taught me sacrifice. It taught me self-restraint. It kept me busy. You got to pray 5 times a day. You got to do something. You see what I'm saying? So there's activation in those steps. And, Islam, when I was a young boy, like 16, it helped me save a young guy's life who wanted to commit suicide. He was telling people he worshiped Satan and all kinds of stuff. You see what I'm saying? I was in military school at the time, and the military cadre said, "Hey, go talk to this dude over there." He said, he's satanic and he gonna kill himself. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I walk over there and see this brother. He got 666 written on him and all that. I said, y'all see this as a threat. I see this as a cry for help. You see what I'm saying? So I had a conversation with the brother and I began to work with him. So, this path to going after our people began, when I was very young. So I was fortunate enough to be in a position to where I had access to brothers and sisters. This is the circle, if you want to remember, with Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. You see what I'm saying? I was there around that time, and I was there in military school when Hakeem Olajuwon was playing in the championship and he was fasting during Ramadan. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't a real hard sell in regards to, people interested in pursuing Islam at that point. It was basically right there. So either they had the Malcolm X questions, about the Nation of Islam and involvement in his death, or it was, Hakeem Olajuwon, or it was Rumble in the Jungle because, When We Were Kings was out. You see what I'm saying? So all of these things had questions that were looming, just very interesting.
You got a super chat.
Like Spencer. Who's Spencer?
Spencer Fearon. Mr. Finesse, are you talking about Spencer Fearon? Who are you making reference to?
Right.
We'll hold that question. Just put it in the chat, and when Dr. Inky comes back, he wants to hop in. Was Islam blacks in America before Columbus?
Yes. Yes, you can read Golden Age of the Moors. by Dr. Avi Van Sanders, and he came before Columbus. You can check those books out.
Salute to Fred. You got to call in, Mr. Finesse. Call in, because I don't understand where you're going with that, because I haven't played that yet. But in the meantime, in between time, we got Dr. Inky coming in. What's up?
Peace to the family. Peace to the family.
I'll be back in an hour. All right, I'll be back.
Nah, hold up, Fred. Hold up. You can't go. You can't go.
You see how they gonna do me? I wasn't even gonna tell nobody that Knowledge favorite boxer is AJ.
Nah, I don't know why you would say that.
Hey, what's up with your man? Admit he took steroids though. I'm like, yo, how we get off that so quick?
Real quick. It was real quick.
I'm back to put us back on to listen. I'm accustomed to a certain type of behavior out of Fred now. Fred usually, kills niggas thoroughly. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Live tonight. Like, I ain't see no replay of the shit and bring it back and the DB tears ass up. I'm looking for all that shit to happen. I want to see Tyson Fury thrown to the ropes by Fred, and then I want to see DB jump off the fucking top rope with the bell and just clock Tyson Fury ass in the head. Then I'll be cool to go to sleep for the night. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this shit all day.
I think he was being hospitable. You understand what I'm saying? I got a little limited time. I think the funeral is coming. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that the funeral is coming.
I said the clock ticking. They about to tear Tyson Fury ass up tonight on Fred's channel.
Oh my God! I don't know why people ain't calling in. They man.
They waiting. They probably waiting for you to, do that shit you do. Like, they thinking right now. Everybody thinking you just gave them a sample. They like, oh no, Fred, get ready to. Right now, they at home like shit.
Oh man, now I got all this pressure. I'm about to go mute. You know what I mean?
Nah, listen. The nigga just admitted he cheated, and I feel like he's admitting to cheating to something smaller as a tactic. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes somebody will try to, in the midst of lying, they will try to salvage some dignity by admitting to something that's lesser. So it almost creates an atmosphere. It's like, well, if Tyson Fury was lying, I mean, he just clearly admitted this. So why wouldn't he admit whatever if he's this type of person and this and this? Like, nah, nigga, we're not falling for that shit.
Right.
People can change, Dr. Inky, okay? You can come out with a 94 crime bill, okay?
Listen,
you could come out with it, you could come out with the shit, and then, people believe you somebody different.
I believe
in 2021. Okay?
I believe people change every day.
They didn't change. They look, the people changed, but the person that they talk about ain't fucking changed.
Listen,
so
man, Biden is doing a great job right now of, I could just say, just nuclear bombing the rest of the economy. Like, so I'm just saying this. I'm trying to leave Biden alone, honestly, right now, because I'm waiting. And I'm not even riding this go round against Biden. I'm just looking to see the individual people that voted for Biden take responsibility, because you niggas think that you don't get to be responsible for this shit. You think, because see, when they put the 94 bill in the first time, it was niggas that elected Biden and the Clintons in there the first time. And then after they locked their half the black community up, niggas went about their business like they didn't put them ballots in there.
Like, oops.
So now we got Biden up in there again. They done already punched Hank Aaron's clock. And niggas is pretending like they didn't vote Biden in. You niggas acting like y'all ain't Biden co-defendants. You niggas that voted for Biden is co-defendants. I'm letting you niggas know y'all are complicit. Okay? Y'all niggas is co-defendants. Y'all going to fuck down in the courthouse of the black community after this shit is over. We watching you niggas. Because a lot of you niggas came online and talked a whole bunch of shit on your Instagram page, and then you got in that fucking little closet and you realize you think nah, nigga, we know your ass went in that closet and voted for Biden, motherfucker. We don't care what you say.
Goddamn, Stuttering Stanley came and said, I have a plan. I have a plan. Where's this guy's plan? He doesn't have a plan. I was like, Stuttering Stanley. Look at Stuttering Stanley over there. You're voting for Stuttering Stanley?
Bro, I want niggas to start taking responsibility now. I said, man, hold the fuck up. The virus went down and nobody's even getting the rates of infection done dropped. The virus done mutated to a less deadly virus. Why the fuck would Joe Biden spend $4 billion right now on more doses for a vaccine that is limited in its effectiveness now, but 6 months from now, when the virus changes and changes and changes again, I said, man, this nigga, somebody got to stop this. See now, this shit is crazy, man. But you know what? Listen, we're not gonna blame Biden because Biden damn near don't even know who Biden is when he wake up in the morning. So we just gonna put the blame on niggas that put him in there.
You would not take nobody you love, no matter, regardless of specialty or years of experience, to nobody 80 years old for nothing. For nothing.
That's a fact.
Nothing. You like, hey, you know, my uncle, he's been doing this for 50 years. Okay, yeah, shout out to your uncle.
I've been asking.
Shout out to your uncle, son.
Listen,
you're not gonna see him. You're not gonna see your uncle.
Why they voted for Biden, and they said they voted for Kamala, a black woman. And I'm saying to myself,
what is that? What is that?
But what does that mean? Like, how? What? She's not a.
The only Kamala, black Kamala that I know was the wrestler.
I remember
the only black Kamala I know.
King Kong Bundy era.
Yeah. Go check and see what his last name is.
His
Hi, my name is
Fury. Listen, his last name might be Fury. His ass might be related to Tyson Fury. Okay.
All right, we got a call.
His last name is Harris.
832. What's up?
Yeah, what's good? My name's Morgan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, man, I just tuned into the stream and the title says Tyson Fury and Nipsey using steroids, man. What's going on with that?
Man, super steroids, man. He's a caveman. You know what I mean? And it's just really astounding that he can literally say this shit. He can literally say it, and this was a couple years ago. He can literally say it, and nothing happens. Not only nothing happens, he gets elevated. So if he believes everyone is doing it, does that mean that he believes that he has to do it?
Absolutely.
I don't know. Okay, I do know. Okay, I do know that the problem is with boxing is that you no punishment whatsoever and they use steroids. So a lot of people think, why not use them? I do love the greatness of Tyson Fury, but if he handled that punishment and we made statements out of these dudes, one, he wouldn't be boxing right now, and two, less people will be using steroids. You feel me?
You want to respond to that? I responded to the first point. I don't think they heard you. Say it again.
You want me to repeat what I said?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't think Knowledge and Inky heard you.
So what I said was that one, they made statements out of dudes that are using steroids. We wouldn't see people like Tyson Fury or other people not only use steroids but openly admit to them. You feel me? And other people even can use steroids. This is the problem we got. We don't punish people.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be a stiffer punishment. This man is admitting to taking steroids like it's casual. Like man, I drink Fiji water. You know, if I drink Fiji water, you know, and I'm an undefeated heavyweight, everybody should drink Fiji water. You know, like what you know what I mean? Like it's just asinine. And imagine if a black fighter, he said during the Wilder presser, I'm gonna fuck 7 hoes and smoke coke. He said something similar to that. And you know, the WBC goes to the hospital, you know what I mean? And and gives little belts away.
Hey, on a much smaller level, I think that Tom Brady, or not necessarily Tom Brady, but I think that had that been a black quarterback that threw the fucking trophy from boat to boat, drunk as fuck in the ocean, I think that would have been a hell of a story. But I think because it's Tom. Tom can get away with throwing the trophy, but that could not have been Mike. That couldn't even been Mahomes. I don't think that shit would have been a whole nother broad. They would have been going in a whole nother way.
Wow.
So I agree. I think there's certain things that fly better in the media, and maybe not necessarily just as a white thing, but I think as a white thing on white TV. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, other countries, they got their own networks. I think shit is just more palatable when it comes from you as opposed to a stranger where you can't identify their motives. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see a drunk person that look like your uncle stumble in the door, it's almost like this old drunk thing, let me put him in the bed. If you see somebody old and drunk stumble in your door that looks strange, you know what I'm saying? You scrambling to go get your piece. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you don't know what that energy means from another, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's different ways to look at it, but I want to see more outrage. God damn it! Once we got a guy on video plainly saying, "Oh, well, he said, well, so that means you took it," and he looking at him like, "Duh, obviously, that's clearly what I'm trying to explain to you. That not only am I, but and we should even be more outraged. We should be quadruply fucking outraged. How dare you go on steroids and then take off your shirt and have all that fucking blubber still going on?" Now see what I'm saying? Now see, hold on now. He's violating all of the niggas that done gave their life to steroids. Ronnie Coleman would be up fucking said, Arnold Schwarzenegger right now will start finding that nigga crib and all kind of shit, just fucking his life up. Nigga, you don't how are you taking steroids and you ain't got not near muscle anywhere in his body? Tyson Fury looked like a senior citizen before he even came. Tyson Fury waved his arm in the bottom of the shit. They're going like, get the fuck out of here.
He cooking Thanksgiving dinner. That's what it's all.
No. Tyson Fury is a dangerous ball of just injury waiting to happen, because if you look, right, and he's clearly telling us he uses steroids. So now we could put 2 + 2 together and come to 4. If we look at his body and we got you admitting that you're using steroids, we know you don't train. That's period.
No,
steroids don't do it for you. Steroids don't do it for you. You got to work out to make steroids work. Steroids don't just put muscles on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't just inject some shit in your booty and then you diesel tomorrow. They don't work like that. You still got to be in there training and working.
Yeah, someone said in the chat he got bad genetics, man.
Yeah, bad genetics called snack fucking time. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, but
bedtime snacks and bedtime crack. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lastly, go ahead. Last comment.
Appreciate the work. All right. So I got 2 last things to say. I mean, of course, like he's 6'9". Let's keep it. He's 6'9". Even if you take steroids, it's gonna be hard to build a good physique. But with that being said, the steroid accusations.
I disagree with that.
I think
I disagree with that.
Say what?
I disagree with that in terms of his height.
Yeah.
Taking steroids. No, I disagree.
What you're saying is, it is possible to get a 6-pack and be 280 and rip, but it's a hard task. You feel me?
Not if you get paid to only do that. Not if you get paid to only work out and train and you taking steroids. Like you can look good at that size without steroids if you like eating right and working out every day. But if you doing that every day and taking steroids,
yeah, because
and you look like that, that means you're not training. And now we know why you putting like shit up in your gloves and all that. Right. Clearly, your ass ain't training, and you watching Deontay knock the niggas' heads off their shoulders. So you going in there injecting shit and slipping shit in your gloves. So that's why I'm saying Tyson Fury is really you know, it's funny because of how crazy it is, but it's not funny at all because niggas is allowing this guy to really like attempt murder on stage in front of everybody. Like we watched attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot up steroids and then you hitting somebody in the head with metal objects and shit, that's attempted murder.
All right, so on to the subject of steroids. So since we're talking about this thing,
all right, nigga, hurry up, nigga. This your last question, nigga. Go ahead.
All right, so since we got the problem out there, what y'all think is the solution? You feel me? What would y'all do about it? How would you handle it if you handled boxing?
Kick him out. 5 years. 5 years. Take his purse. The purse that he just won, take it. It goes to the person that he fought.
For Tyson Fury?
Hell yeah. If you get caught cheating, taking steroids, take his purse and give it to the guy he fought.
Oh, with the steroids. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant in general. I was about to say, come on, steroids plus some shit in your glove. You need to go to jail, nigga. You need to take.
Yeah, and you need to be charged with a crime. You need to let the grand jury deal with that.
Yeah, because that's some other shit. The steroid shit is one thing, but steroids plus some shit in your glove, you on some other shit, buddy. You
right.
You need to talk to them.
All right, Nate, we get a next call. Appreciate you, big homie.
All the time. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. Hey, you know what Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury got 2 asses and a half a back. You know what I mean? You ever seen that shit from the fact that nigga got 2 asses?
Bro, I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute, did this nigga just admit to steroids? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Nigga, steroids and then
somebody said something look like Al Bundy from Poke High.
Yeah.
His after workout meal, like this nigga.
Oh man,
a child. He eating children.
Yeah, that eating children. Yep, and they wives. What's up?
Barbershop conversation.
Hey, what's up? How you feel, man? Yeah, I didn't understand what you were saying, so that'll be great.
No, I got you.
Okay, thank you.
Good, Fred. How you living, man? Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Salute to you, good brother Knowledge. Salute to you, Inky. Yeah, I'm gonna make a comment real quick because I was talking about the shit Spencer Fearon said. I'm gonna make a comment and then I'll ask my question and jump in the chat and listen to y'all respond. So as far as the Fury shit, what's crazy is that video is old, right? So when you consider the dude already was caught, he said he ate pig nuts and he didn't take steroids, and now this is the dude that would get the benefit of the doubt for something like that, right? When, think about it, this video is a couple years old. So even in the mix of that, he comes out and do a video like that and will still get the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a guy like Kevin Iole, when you got stories like that, Tyson Fury talking about taking steroids, talking about being a dope fiend, you got Fury already being caught cheating. You got Fury's manager running around here like the Wild Wild West, and you got Kevin Iole reporting about Deontay Wilder talking about the costume. But I ain't heard him say nothing about this. I ain't heard Max Kellerman on ESPN say nothing about none of this. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that get the benefit of the doubt. But we worried about if Deontay Wilder said a costume was too heavy. But anyway, let me get into my question and then I'm gonna jump off. And the question was for you, Knowledge, because I wanted to hear your opinion of it. But I guess you didn't hear what he said. So, Fred, when I get off, read him what Spencer Fearon said. And what I want to ask for you, brother Knowledge, what you said?
I'm gonna play it.
Okay, so you play it for him. And what my question to you, brother, was, can you just speak, because you're a knowledgeable brother and articulate, so you're gonna know how to put it. You know what I'm saying, to touch the minds of these people, some of the people that fall under that spell you were just talking about a little while ago. Can you speak to the state of mind of a man who would make a comment like that, right? From over there, first of all, from coming across the seas, but more importantly, a black dude speaking on black Americans in this way, like, where must his state of mind be, and the state of mind of other brothers like that at sometimes get caught and lost in the system and play blind to what they already see. And so go ahead, Fred, let him hear it, and then I wanted to hear his response. Salute to you, brothers. I appreciate y'all listening to me, and I'm going to jump back in the chat.
Appreciate you, brother. Great time.
All right, my brothers. Mr. Finesse, I'm out.
Hey, before you play that, Fred, I wanted to add something to his last comment, too, because You know, I think that we all missing too. We got to add this in, and this is not to bust anybody's balls or anything, but I mean, there's got to be some sort of limits to come in, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys have more insight, but I get it. It's a sport of pure violence. It's one of the most violent sports maybe there could be. But with that being said, there's got to be a limit to the crazy. You see what I'm saying? It can't be, let me just go find the most craziest person I can, tape gloves to his hands, and set him loose in front of another human. When Tyson Fury is already saying, we like the whole shit about Tyson Fury was the mental illness, right? That was the whole big thing to put him back into the front of people was, oh, he battled back from the mental illness. He saw this. But from what I'm seeing, you didn't battle back from the mental illness. Nigga, you're high. You're high and you're a fucking maniac. And nobody around you is putting brakes on. Nobody's saying, yo, nobody's saying like the shit I'm saying with Biden with the fucking voters. Or nobody's saying that, hey, at some point we might be accountable for some of this shit. You know, we keep propping Tyson Fury up on coke. He's obviously still on mental health drugs and shit. So he's on those drugs and recreational drugs. This nigga's a mess. He's a mess. If this shit just continues to go unchecked, something's gonna happen. And then it's gonna be a whole domino effect of shit. And I'm sure that people is gonna try to stand away from this shit like they wasn't a part of it. But everybody a part of that camp, everybody that puts the fights together, you come on now. We know there's a certain amount of interfacing you have to do with people to do business. So people know that this nigga's a wreck behind the scenes, man. They just propping this shit up. They know this motherfucker was a wreck before the fight even happened. He was just recovering from mental illness, still using coke and all kind of other shit. Like, come on, man, this nigga's a maniac. Look, he see Deontay Wilder look like he dripping blood and shit. He trying to drink it and shit. This nigga's a maniac, man. Come on, man.
Right. Before we get to the caller, are y'all familiar with MTK Global Knowledge? Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we're gonna go to this clip because Daniel Canahan is the leader of, or the CEO, CFO, financial funder of MTK Global. And 240, you got a question real quick before we get into the play?
Well, I was actually wanting to comment on what you guys were talking about and actually say a couple comments. So, I mean, you could go to what you were saying.
No, go ahead, and then we'll go to you.
All right. So basically, I wanted to just touch on a couple topics, especially as far as the Tyson Fury situation with Deontay, because we all watched the fight, and even like my man in the middle was saying, I guess Mr. Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was talking about how we saw what was going on the night of the fight. We could feel it in our spirit that something was wrong. Maybe certain people didn't see it, but, you know, people that are aware probably saw, you know what I mean? It's more than what really met the eye as far as something was wrong. So, but basically before that, I just wanted to backtrack. 2019, around summertime, maybe a couple months before summertime, there was a gentleman named Isaac Cappy that was talking about a lot of the pedophiles that was in Hollywood. And he was touching on a lot of people that was talking, that was, you know, just doing foul things in Hollywood, doing a lot of politicians that were doing a lot of foul things with, you know, pedophilia, sex trafficking, things of this nature. So it was like a lot of negativity was like starting to be exposed around that time on certain individuals that's in Hollywood and politicians. And then you fast forward to, I guess, if I can recall, it was around 2019 fall, winter, when the actual fight happened, Fury versus Wilder. And when that fight happened, you know, of course, they had to try to find the biggest white boy that they could possibly find to beat that young brother, you know what I'm saying, or try to beat that young brother. And he couldn't even beat that young brother after cheating, because we saw that this man, Tyson Fury, was at least 60 to 70 pounds heavier than Wilder. That's number one. And when I heard the young brother say that he didn't even look like he had any muscles, because it seemed like it was a trick. You know, white people, I mean, I don't want to mean all white people, but the ones that do the evil, they're always trying to trick. So if you gain a lot of weight, you can cover up the potential steroid use because it looks like fat. So if you gain a whole bunch of pounds on top of the steroid usage, it won't look like you're using steroids. So it looked like that was like a trick there. You know what I mean? Because if you look like you got a whole bunch of muscles, people are going to automatically suspect you of using some steroids. But if you look all fat and out of shape, people might not think that there's some foul play. So it's just all about the trickery. So, you know, all the trickery that happened during the fight, and he couldn't even steal all the madness and all the things that they did to try to hate on Wilder. And he still couldn't finish him. They had to fake throwing the towel and all that. So, you know, the next day, I definitely was commenting on all sports videos that was celebrating Tyson Fury's victory, saying that it was BS. This next day after, I was doing all that. So, you know, these are the things that, of course, were obvious to an aware person. The Isaac Cappy situation, that dude, Isaac Cappy, he ended up being dead right after he started exposing a lot of the Hollywood pedophilia stuff going on. So all these things started to lead up into 2020. You had the foul play with Tyson Fury. You had all these allegations against these pedophilias in Hollywood. And then you even had allegations against Queen Elizabeth's son, the prince, about, you know, sexual trafficking with Epstein and all those weirdos. So all this was like getting exposed almost as if we were getting more aware in 2019. We were waking up a little bit. So what do you do to try to set everybody back again? You create a virus. I mean, to me, that seems like it was perfect timing
Going
for
everywhere
them
with
to
this.
create some madness called COVID-19.
Okay.
Because they want to reset everybody's minds and make you distracted.
Bro, let me stop you for a second.
Oh, shit.
I just want to say, shout out to fucking Barbershop Conversations, goddammit, because only on Barbershop Conversations will you be in the chat room waiting so long, right? You dying, you a fan, you can't wait. You know what happened to this guy on the line right now, Fred? And I love it because I know exactly what's on. He been wanting to get all these comments in, all these different topics of all these different videos, but he had to wait. So he got to get all that shit on this video, the boxing shit, the Epstein shit, the
all in one.
He get
all in one. Yeah.
all that shit. He get all that shit in right now. He's been waiting for months to get on this program.
Well, if you shut your ass up, he could finish. Shit, yo ass.
He just finished it.
I just wanted
that's grand opening, grand closing right there. That's it right there.
Grand opening.
Come on. We segueing this
nigga, get the hell off the stage.
No, we segueing this shit.
No encore, nigga. We don't want more. Encore. We don't want more, nigga. Peace, nigga. Peace. Any last words, man?
Hey, I just want to say, I'm actually a barber too. That's what attracted me to this podcast.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm DJ the barber out of DMV. So I'm right here in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Okay.
And it's like real condensed. All this madness is real condensed over here because we at the hub of the nation capital. You know what I mean? So it's affected us a great deal. You know what I'm saying? So peace to
shout out to DJ the barber. Go get your hair cut over there.
Yeah. You out there by now. We appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all for having me.
All the time. All the time.
Yes, sir.
All the time. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this clip. And so Shinshi wants our response to
Inky, don't say shit else for right now.
Yeah, so
don't say shit else. You good right now.
Wait, but ain't these the Coke boys right here? MTK? Like, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah, facts. So I'm gonna play this clip. I'm gonna play it twice because I don't know when it's gonna start.
Genius. And you have to be a genius.
And
if you can make Bob Frank Warren and Eddie
wait.
chop up a deal.
Wait. Y'all need to see it. Okay? Y'all need to see it.
And if anyone who loves boxing, I'm telling you this now, you should have a picture of Daniel Killing in your house. And that's that. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be real right now. Daniel Kinahan could be the messiah of boxing. I'm telling you this now. He's a genius. And you have to be a genius. If you can make Bob Arum, Frank Warren, and Eddie Hearn all sit down and chop up a deal, then you must be a genius. Okay? And if anyone who loves boxing, I'm telling you this now, you should have a picture of Daniel Kinahan in your house. and that's that. Because right, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be real right now. Daniel Kinahan could be the messiah of boxing. I'm telling you this now. He's a genius. And you have to be a genius if you can make Bob Arum, Frank Warren, and Eddie Hearn sit down and chop up a deal. Then you must be a genius. Okay, and
for those you don't know, Daniel Kinahan is a mob boss, MTK Global. So Knowledge, you go first because Dr. Inky's gonna put us to sleep. So go ahead.
No. I'm out. You got this.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Go ahead.
Hey, theater never goes anywhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This shit is. Look, Fred, you said you about to watch that movie.
Yeah, Judas. Yeah,
with the Judas, right? Who plays Fred Hampton Sr.?
The homeboy from Little Dicky, right?
Daniel Kaluuya, right?
Yeah. Oh, the guy from that played Imperial Dreams, but he's from England though, right?
Yeah.
The same dude, Daniel Kaluuya. He was in Get Out. He was in Black Panther. Same dude.
Yeah.
There was nobody from America that can play the two most prolific figures. Two of the most prolific figures in our history. They had to go to the UK and get somebody and teach him how to speak like somebody they could have got from Chicago. You see what I'm saying? So this compelling theater that's taking place in this regard right here, he said, I'm going to be real and then say some straight up bullshit. But he said it and it sounds so compelling that you don't see the connection to the acting. Like, we thought Idris Elba was from Baltimore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we ain't expect this motherfucker talking about dodgy this and all this old shit. He did that shit through years and then did it in American Gangster. And then after that, after he secured his fucking shillings, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, no, I'm from the UK. Bruv, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so this kind of mentality to see something on the outskirts of it and then see it again, there's a disconnect based off of experience. If I'm not from the UK, I'm looking at things in the UK with an outside perspective with my lens, even though I'm looking at my people. They look just like me, but there's a disconnect in regards to experience. You see what I'm saying? So this relates exactly to what we're seeing based off these statements and these analogies where you don't know little cultural nuances on how offensive this shit is. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a connection to it because you ain't been through it. It's not there for you. So I can make a assumption about the Black American experience based off of my own cultural purview or look into it from where I sit. I'm Black, they Black. But you hadn't gone through what we have gone through, like we ain't gone through what you gone through. So there's a disconnect. But you can come over here and play my roles. You can be an all-American. You know, that's a TV show with the guy. He's from the UK. You see what I'm saying? Like, all of these things, you can come act like you have this experience, but you don't have it. You see what I'm saying? So cultural icons and heroes that we love and we tell our children about are being replayed and repackaged in a place where you can add influence to. So he's susceptible from that position because he does not have any cultural connection or cultural continuity or no need for loyalty in what it is. So his real is real suggestible. It's not definite. You see what I'm saying?
I think the American blacks is alone. It's a wrap.
Always have been. Always have been. And he's from Brixton. He's from Brixton. Like, you're not, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a hierarchy in the UK. You see what I'm saying? There's a hierarchy in the UK. There's those people that's born in London, and those black people that's born there in London, and then you got transplants that come from Jamaica and transplants that come from the continent. Those people that's born there is like, we British. Who the fuck is you niggas? You understand what I'm saying? So if you got that right there with you, right around you, what would have any kind of significance about anybody's experience outside of your own? You don't even got no heart for your brothers that come from where you come from. So if they came from Jamaica, you like, fuck out of here. And you Jamaican, supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? And then you go to the continent, you African continent. Oh, forget about it, with that shit, because they think that they better in that mind frame as a British. So there's a disconnect, a sharp disconnect in between these cultural experiences. If you can't get it from the continent, and then you can't get it from the Caribbean, and even it's supposed to be your ancestry, there's a grave disconnect. I got Marcus Garvey right behind me. You understand what I'm saying? He died in the UK. You understand? So like there's an understanding right there. And if they take that wrong, then they take that wrong. But you really got to know what you're saying, and the significance of what you say in the public eye, especially in regards to our situation.
Let me ask you a question, Knowledge. Do you feel like, now this is a real question, so I don't want you to laugh, but this is a real question. I feel like some people are going to say, fuck that, we should go watch the bootleg then. We shouldn't support the movie financially. What do you say? Because I want to watch that motherfucker.
Hey, watch what you want to watch. You see what I'm saying? This is look. There's pros and cons and everything. So when you look at that, you have to say, okay, what can I use from this experience to teach my children about Fred Hampton Sr.? What can I teach them about Black organizations? If they could go find an American to play William O'Neill, they could have found an American from Chicago to play Fred Hampton Sr. So we could look like the Judas in the story, but we can't look like the Messiah in the fucking story. You see what I'm saying? So that's important right there. They did the same thing with the Harriet movie. The Harriet movie, they got somebody from the UK, and then they made an imaginary figure that's a Black man from America.
To be
somebody who never, right? Yes, you understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta know how this theater shit works, because it's not separate from your psychology. You watch a movie and you in it. We just had Nate Parker on here. You understand? You're in the movie. You're in American Skin. No matter where the fuck you watching from, you there, right there. The sights, the sounds, the explosions, every fucking thing. You're in it. I've been in war. I spent 5 years of my life in war, Iraq and Afghanistan. We used to go from outside the wire to inside the wire and play fucking shooting games. The Call of Duty and all this old shit. Be up all night, go back out the wire and go do the same shit again, and then come back. There was no cutoff switch. You see what I'm saying? There was no cutoff switch. These cats were 17, 18-year-old kids, then they straight up killers. You see what I'm saying? So you had to be in that kind of space. So whether you're watching it, whether you're hearing it, you can't even hear that shit on the radio and not go into where it's at. You watching these war movies, you can see the war movies, and you feel like you're in a war situation. So what does this say to a psychology of a young man who may got a Fred Hampton t-shirt or a poster on and find out, oh, this dude ain't even from America. We ain't good enough to play our own heroes and sheroes. What does that do to your psychology? You see what I'm saying? And on the opposite side, what does it do to the psychology over there? In a place where it's already jaded, because they go through their own little thing of racism over there. You understand what I'm saying? They up close and personal just like we do. So I'm not diminishing their experience. I'm saying like cultural appropriation comes into play. Like, goddamn, no way in the world I would think to say I'm going to play this person, that person. You see what I'm saying? All money ain't good money because of that. You know?
And how does this correlate to MTK Global?
Well, the statement. You see what I'm saying? The statement of painting a picture in the mind with the sphere influence is what I'm talking about.
I have an issue of him calling him Messiah.
Right.
He could be boxing Messiah.
Listen,
That's a sick man. That's a sick man.
Father
To call a mob boss the Messiah. He's a sick man. Like he is just beyond my own understanding, dog. I just don't get it. You know, he's a certified mob man, and he says he could be the Messiah of boxing. You know, so
look at the mob's influence on boxing ever since. On sports as a whole too. You see what I'm saying? Not just boxing, but on sports as a whole.
Yeah.
So if you sit there in a position with that kind of influence.
Yeah. But what that did to the nation, that's how Father Allah started the 5 percenters.
Right.
He said, wait a minute, that's a white man on the wall right there. What are we talking about?
Right.
Oh, right. As it pertains to the Nation of Islam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred and DB, I holler back. I'm going, you ain't going to take it. You said that shit 2 days ago. Next thing I know, he's back in the chat. You know, I mean, we thought DB said, I thought you was going to bed, nigga. He said,
nah, that's your channel. Yeah. Niggas do be trying to go to bed sometimes and just find themselves back in the chat.
That's real shit. That is real shit.
That be lit.
Is real shit.
Somebody do some crazy shit, and then you know DB gonna be in the chat going nuts. So you just
yeah.
Chat.
Fred, did you hear what Michelle from Behind the Glove said about Kenahan? She tried to act neutral at first, then she was on Fearon's side. Exposed Sal. No, DM me the link right now, DW. DM me the link and I'll look at it because I'm doing a video on this. You know what I mean? I got to get this out to the thousands, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at with this. So let me open the phone lines back up. And but yeah, man, it's
crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy. And the phone lines are back open, guys. Feel free to call back in.
But I will say this though. When you got people that are certified personalities in the sport one way or another, and we have issues where we got guys that's, you know, they fresh out of mental health. They still on mental health drugs. They jumping in the ring on cocaine and slipping shit in their gloves. Then you turn around and niggas doing interviews like, oh, well, this the Messiah of boxing right here. And
like, how can you use that word? Like for real.
Wait, he's selling cocaine, heroin, oh, this the Messiah box. So then it's like, oh, okay, well, shit. Obviously, then niggas taking steroids, sneaking, you know, brass knuckles in their shit and all kind of shit. Because what are we talking about here? This is the Messiah boxer. This nigga's clearly, he can't even. I'm not even sure if that nigga's legal in his own country still. Like that nigga got warrants. He's one of them niggas.
He can't even go to his country. He can't even come to America.
He one of them niggas that regular police can't even arrest him. They got to contact higher levels of niggas like Interpol. We've got him right here. It just seems like he's here watching him for boxing. He one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, get your ass out of here. I'm like, this shit gets crazy. See, you know what? Don King had some shit going on with him, but Don King kept a hold on this goddamn thing a little bit tighter than this here. This shit getting crazy now. We need some of that old thing back. This shit getting too out of hand now.
Yeah. DW, you got to send it to me because I saw that off her Instagram. I didn't pull it off of her YouTube. You know, yeah. Daniel Canahan is the kind of man that flies Con Air by himself.
Hey,
you know,
listen,
they don't want nothing. They don't want no mistakes.
Hey,
you know what I mean, they might go get them.
It makes sense to me. If we look at Tyson Fury go in the ring, now we got the whole story. So Tyson Fury goes in the ring, steroided up, and gets knocked the fuck out. So it wasn't Tyson Fury's heart letting him get up after Deontay Wilder put him to sleep. It was the fucking drugs. That's how he got up the first fight. Now, when he went to the fucking house and he there with his family and everybody keep asking him over and over, are you okay? See, that fucks with a man. Are you okay? The people is concerned about him, but in his mind, that's fucking with him. Like he's supposed to be the king King Gypsy over there. Nigga, you all right? Because you know that black guy, he really hit you real hard. You okay? You sure you all right? That's fucking with him. So now he like, oh, okay, steroid wasn't enough. So now I got to come with steroids and see, that's how we get to that stage. Steroids he still couldn't fuck with Deontay on steroids. He had to come with some next shit.
I have no doubt he was on steroids. Like he's admitting he's a lesser human being than everyone that then in his natural state, he's lesser than.
I think it's disgusting. I think he should be banned from boxing forever. And not even just because of the uglier parts of the cheating. I'm still stuck on you on steroids looking like that, my nigga. You making every athlete look bad. Don't you ever rank yourself with the other athletes using steroids. Nigga, Barry Bonds ain't never looked like that. Mark McGuire ain't never looked like that. What the fuck is he? Oh, everybody using steroids.
Sammy Sosa looked like that.
Right.
Yeah, Sammy was looking bad.
Hey, Sammy was looking like he was on some other shit too, though.
Yeah, that motherfucker
turning into a white Sammy.
That motherfucker was at the Playboy Mansion. You know. Yeah, man.
Controlling himself. You know. What I'm saying?
Facts. So, what do you say? There were some people that opposed to you when you said that he's from the UK. I'm just gonna paraphrase what I think they were going by this. There was a few people in the chat, and they say, "Well, he's black."
What does that mean?
No, I'm asking like he's a black man. Why can't he play Fred Hampton? Maybe he admired Fred Hampton. You know, maybe how about Marcus? Who plays Marcus Garvey? A Jamaican or an American? You understand?
Rightfully so.
Okay. No, okay. So I think I'm hopefully they haven't called in, but I'm just thinking. I'm just listening to the chat. What do you say to the people that say that?
I explained that. I said there's a cultural disconnect that's there. Where you can do a grave disservice. A grave disservice to the cultural legacy of a man who didn't get to turn 25 years old. Of a man was next to him that they brought into the organization and got close enough to him to give the layout of his apartment for him to be killed and his pregnant wife life to be at risk with no regard.
Let me ask you a question. And this is for either one of y'all, Knowledge or Fred. Whose movie is this? Who's doing the movie? Is it is it a British movie or is it an American film?
I'm sure it's an American film.
Me too. But I'm saying that would make all the difference in terms of for me to try to put a benefit of the doubt in that space wherever the person from the chat was trying to say, like, is there a problem with a UK person, acting as an American even though they still black? No,
they could have been anybody else.
Right.
They could have been anybody else.
So
these were important people. These were important people. They were too important.
So that's what I would say. If you're doing an English film,
it's produced in America by Warner Brothers.
Bam. So that would be my problem. If it's an American film, they should have American people because you want to be as culturally correct, like Knowledge said, as possible. If this was a film done,
I get that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if people had done this film in England and this was for England and it was spilling over into the American market, then I would be able to respect it in that type of space. But if you making this movie for American people, like it should be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was one-off kind of thing. But when you see that it's a constant thing where Egyptians is either white folks or Arabic, and this, like when you see this shit, like you're purposely skipping, like nigga, it's quite a few talented actors we got homegrown right here. Not to hate on either one of the brothers in this film because I like them both. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of talented cats right here, and we got
Stanfield
haven't seen on the big
could have played the hell out of Fred Hampton Sr. The one that they got playing William O'Neill, the Q Stanfield, he could have played the hell out of him automatically. Like he even got some of his facial phenotype. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, if somebody said, yo, they could have got an African to play Idi Amin, Forrest Whitaker, I wouldn't have no issue with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, they got this, you know, they like if they would have said the same thing about, you know, Denzel playing Steve Biko. There's a case for that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll be like, yo, that's actual and factual. Steve Biko was too important. Idi Amin to Uganda, what he did for Ugandan people, gave them back their country. You understand? You couldn't have got to Uganda to do it. Now Forrest played it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure this brother is a talented actor. They called him the UK Denzel.
Hold
you
on
see
now.
what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
I would play devil's advocate on that and say, in those scenarios, the name of the actor being so big could lead to people that's invested in the film wanting to get their money back. But I would say with these two guys that they got in this film, that's not the case either, because their names ain't that big. We got plenty of black actors here with names and resumes way bigger than these guys that could have did a better job. Just period. Not to take anything away from them. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it yet. It's not like they did a terrible job in the film or whatever. It's just, you know,
I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be great. But I just want y'all to watch it with you know, good eyes. You see what I'm saying? Like I saw the Harriet film, there was a resonance. You see what I'm saying? There's something about calling on those names. They show up. You see what I'm saying? You know, they said that there was a point when they were doing The Last King of Scotland where Forrest Whitaker said some shit and everybody got quiet in the motherfucker. Like they really thought Idi Amin, that they forgot he was Forrest Whitaker and that they was acting that motherfucker was Idi Amin. You understand? Like, so that there's the presence. I'm sure with all of the intentions being good, them taking cues from the family and stuff like that. You know, Mama Akua is involved in the process. You know, Fred Hampton Jr. is involved in the process. You see what I'm saying? So I still hold, you know, the stance that I'm saying, but I'm very, very leery about that. It's just a pattern that I noticed.
All right, we got 210. What's up?
What's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, guys? Hey, Fred, this Kinahan guy is dirty, man. I know we've been talking about this for the last 2 days. He's dirty. This man he just bought. What other management company got trainers signed under them? On top of that, this man trying to control the narrative in the media, Fred. That Michelle Joe Phelps, all these other channels coming out, they're trying to protect this man, Fred. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. I think he's buying out the sport, Fred. I'm seeing some of the guys. He's signing people like Virgil Ortiz, these up and coming prospects. He's buying the sport, Fred. He's trying to control it. I'm telling you.
I'm with you on it.
He's coming, man. And we knew Tyson Fury was dirty, man. This man, that wild boar. How do you get that cleaned up, Fred? How'd that get cleaned up so fast? Media avoids it. Everybody avoids it. Why is everybody avoiding it? Same thing. Man, I don't get it, Fred. This whole narrative in general is effed up, man. I don't even, like I told you yesterday, I don't want to see Deontay Wilder fight that man again. The dude a cheat, Deontay a champion. That's what it is. They're going to try to poison him again, Fred. They're going to offer, I'm telling you, they're going to offer him to fight in Saudi Arabia or somewhere in the Emirates, and they're going to try to poison him, Fred. They already did it once. Why wouldn't they do it again? We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But we as boxing fans, man, we need to stand up and, you know, point out the injustices, because this shit is wrong all the way around. And it's going to get worse. If he signs the prospects that I think he's going to end up signing because of the money that he's going to offer these guys, Fred, because when these prospects are going to be fighting for 50,000, and all these guys come up through the amateur ranks, they know each other. When they start speaking this, he's going to be signing these guys left and right, Fred. Best boxers coming up. It don't matter the skin color, black, white, Mexican, all of them, Fred. It's about the money at the end of the day. And for him to control the narrative on top of that, man, it's going to get nasty out here, Fred. Where's all this money coming from? Like we said, Carl Frampton ain't paid him a dime yet. Nothing. Not a single dollar. This dude investing money let a minority of any kind try to fund some money like that and not show where it's coming from. Oh, all of a sudden he just popped up with 100 million. Man, they have recalls on everybody. Everybody be in jail. But they're letting this man get away with it. UCAD, all the Europeans, all that stuff. Man, I don't care where you're from. It don't matter. You seen it, Fred? When Mexicans say something wrong, I've been up here saying F. Robert Garcia, F. Mikey. Hey, if somebody else does something wrong, it seems like, man, because at the end of the day, Fred, it ain't about color. They need to protect this. You know what I'm saying? Man, these Europeans need to call that crap out. Hey, this dude a fraud. Dude literally got murders on his book and walking around like it ain't nothing, Fred. It's disgusting. And the only reason a company ever changes name, Fred, is because they're trying to run away from something. MGM Boxing, not MTK Global. Nah, MGM Boxing. Something happened, and they're trying to run away from it, Fred. This is big, man. This is real big. And it didn't just start, man. I'm telling you, Fred, they're already fixing fights from before this. All them European fighters, I'm telling you. So we got to keep our eyes on them and keep delivering this, Fred. I'm telling you, we're doing something great here, bro.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. But hey, shout out to everybody in the chat and keep on it, Fred. Respect, bro.
Fred, I got a question for you. Where did you watch the movie at?
On HBO Max.
I just watched HBO Max. Them niggas got a slick little thing they got running on over there.
Yeah.
So they want you to pay $70 to sign up for HBO Max right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they flashing the $14.99 price. But I learned fucking with HBO before because they caught me out there before. See, listen, all these companies know that niggas tunes in for one show and then clips off. So what they doing is they flashing on the screen $14.99 sign up, and then they show the big picture of the Judas and you know what I'm saying? So when you click on it, they don't say nothing. But if you click on the small print and says read more details, they show you where they charging you 6 months up front right now as soon as you hit your card right now. So if you cancel, but you don't get the money back for the 6 months.
Thanks.
Yeah, so if you sign up to watch Judas, just know, niggas, you buying a $50.
Are you serious?
And it ain't shit else on there after you get HBO Max. Oh, shit, somebody just said they got him. They got him. Somebody just said they got him.
I ain't paying $70 to watch that movie, dog.
Hey, y'all niggas better get a $12 matinee ticket at the actual theater and keep your motherfucking mask on.
Keep your mask on.
Man, it's $70 at the house. You better put that mask on. You better watch that shit for $12. Dude. Crazy.
Birdman, send it to Birdman. Send it to my Send it to my email. Birdman, send it to my email. What's up, 240?
Yo, hello.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro? It's DJ calling back once again. I just wanted to comment on this whole movie that y'all talking about because I know, to be honest, man, I try to read between the lines about everything, and the first word in this movie is Judas, and then they talk about a black Messiah. To me, it just seems like, this is my perspective and my opinion, you know what I mean? That's it, that's all. But it seems like this movie's going to be, I don't know, I haven't really watched it. I'm probably not going to watch the movie because it seems like they're gonna try to show light and focus and glorify the traitor, because Judas was a traitor against Jesus. So they're going to try to glorify the traitor that led the Black Panther movement to its demise. Like, cause there was a mole in, I guess allegedly there was a mole in the Black Panther Party that kind of
alleged. That's real.
Yeah, so it's like, it seems like this movie's just gonna glorify that. I mean,
you gotta pick
I
up.
don't know for a fact, but
what's his name? What's your name, bro? What's your name?
DJ Conspiracy.
Yeah. But, you know, honestly, really like that.
He's 2-0 tonight.
Hey,
he is 2-0 tonight, baby.
Hey, listen, right once a day, goddamn it. So listen, we ain't gonna attack Mr. Conspiracy Theory.
Oh, I'm fucking with that. Hey, if you don't have a conspiracy as a black man, I don't trust you.
Hey, but I think he might be doing something with this one though. This one might be. Listen, we done watched Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like
exactly.
This looked like they into this vibe here where they propping up the snitch. You know, we saw it with Sammy the Bull. We didn't know if it was going to be a theme, then it became a thing. You know what I'm saying? And now it's, you know, it's a lot of shit going on in the rap community. You know, I ain't trying to throw niggas under.
We rooted for DMX character in Belly, and he was a snitch.
Oh man, see, that's what I ain't want to do. See,
he was a snitch.
You hot.
We don't support none of that.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's the same kind of character, but this is like real life shit. They show you how easy it is to get into organizations and topple them from the inside out. So it make it look like it was internal.
Yeah,
that's a real fact.
Because there's so many beautiful things that the Black Panther Party represented right after Malcolm X that they're never going to show those type of things. And the only thing they're going to show similar to that is what they showed through Black Panther that got us in some feeling good about our heritage, but it was a fake movie. And then now you see Chad Boseman. I'm sorry, I don't mean to mess up his name. Chadwick Boseman, he's gone. Even Stan Lee is gone. You know what I mean? Like it's what a coincidence. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but it's like that movie. After that movie came out, both of these people are no longer existing on this planet no more. And if we don't even know where that movie is going, but that was the only
bro. Stan Lee in there now. How you slip Stan Lee in there? I was with you for a minute. Now you slip Stan Lee in.
No, I'm saying he's gone now. After Black Panther came out,
for the black
year, that was too much of a coincidence, and it was like I don't know, bro. Like, and definitely the Black Panther character, he's no longer here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just foul. Like, I don't know what happened with them guys, but it just seemed like it was a coincidence after that Black Panther movie came out that gave us such a, I don't know, maybe more of a high self-esteem or something. Just seeing that type of image on the movie screen, even though it was make believe, it was like they didn't like that or something. I don't know, bro. Like I'm just saying, like so
the same way Wilder walked to the ring amongst all of those black folks during Black History Month and lost the fight. I mean, it's a ritual of killing the king right before your face. So if you're talking about a Judas,
well, we got to watch the first.
We look at Judas. Well, we know the history. We lived through the damn history. You see what I'm saying? Like it ain't the movie is, you know, insignificant to the history.
Who's gonna be the Black Messiah though? Who's gonna be Judith and who's gonna be the Black Messiah though?
Yeah, I don't know the particulars. I've seen the preview maybe.
Is it gonna be J. Edgar Hoover, or in this movie is it gonna be J. Edgar Hoover, or it's gonna be Fred Hampton? We gonna find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna support. You know what I mean? Because you gotta start creating our own narratives and writing our own scripts of our own heroes, like the Moors, the story about the Moors before 1492, the reign in Europe for 700 years. Like we need to talk about that type of stuff, man, because that's our real history.
Really?
That's our real history. You know what I mean?
Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave you with that, brothers. I appreciate
you. Appreciate that right there.
Pound Boxing Channel says, "Is the Earth flat or round?" And remember when Paulie and Larry Merchant said, "Makes sense now." Shit, that's what DB said. We're gonna talk about the Earth round or flat. You know, yeah, DB, you just want to call in now? Shit.
Come on, DB. Hey, they crucified me in the chat. They're like, "Fuck you, Knowledge. I thought you was a smart dude, you dumbass." You talking about actors? They all black. Like I'm like, whoa. I love all y'all. That's all good. I appreciate that shit.
Hey, Master, send me that video on Spencer Fearon. Send it to my DM.
Hey, I'm surprised he left Flat Earth off of his shit. He touched every conspiracy.
Everything. That was it right there. You know, I was waiting. Well, he put the fez on real quick. You know, is his fez round or flat? That's the question.
Shit crazy.
You asking me to go? I think it's a spear. I think it's a spear.
No, I was saying his fez because he was talking about the Moors and shit, you know, before 1492 and all that.
Man, if the Earth is flat, I want to fall off of it one day.
What up?
At my 85th birthday, I want to fall off the face of the Earth. Why not?
Listen,
Everybody
man.
got they entitled to their own opinion. I let them have it.
No,
I
I'm
don't even
just
get
saying.
into it.
I
They can have it.
Flat earthers don't even really have real opinions. They just make up foolishness.
Oh, okay.
Flat earthers don't even read books.
Oh shit.
Look at that. Look. See, I'll incite the fucking riot.
That's the next one, right?
Oh, we got some flat earthers in here for sure. For sure.
Motherfuckers don't read no books.
Yeah.
It's a triangle. Yeah. Well, I mean,
see, look, Fred, you know why I fuck with them? Because we learned in first and second grade that this is not a rock-based planet. We learned that this is a water. 3/4 of this motherfucker is water. We learned that in school. We learned that 3/4 of the planet is water.
Oh, stop trying to make sense.
So now how is it gonna be flat if it's water? Water doesn't, it's a liquid. It's gonna be in the shape of the forces that act on it or the container that holds it.
no, it's a filtering system underneath that they created, you know, and it recycles itself.
Hold on, no. Wait, I'm not gonna say his name on your platform, but a nigga told me that the root chakra fell out of the first man, and when the root chakra fell out the first man, it hit the earth so hard that it made the earth go flat. And when I tell you, I fell down and went flat. Soon as you said that, listen. I was crying. I was in tears. I was sweating. I was in cold. So I could not believe. I said, hold on. Oh, God. So we just said that the chakra fell out of man so hard that it hit the earth.
That's what he did.
So it's a solid chakra. A solid chakra fell out of nigga. I said, wait a minute. Now, I done seen plenty of car accidents. I ain't never seen a nigga get hit by a car and a chakra fly out, because I would think that would be where proof of chakras existing would be at. If a nigga's in the car with a seatbelt on and he going fast as a motherfucker, and then they slam the brakes on real fast and he jerk him up, the chakras are supposed to come right out real quick, and we're supposed to catch a glimpse of some chakras.
Did you say jerking them off? The car jerking them off?
Pause. I don't know what he said. I ain't fucking with that. I ain't fucking with him. Dr. Inky, look, hold up. I gotta hold up Dr. Inky right quick. Nah. Dr. Inky, look, we in Black History Month, and Black lives are supposed to matter. You understand? How do we prove that? Give us some health insight in regards to what the focal point should be in this month. You know what I'm saying? To realign our organs, those key systems in the body that keep you alive.
No, sir. There is no way we are segueing into a health segment.
You got to. Yeah.
After we come off in the car, we can't go to.
We went through steroids. We went through all of this. You know, the Messiah, all that. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta have something fruitful to multiply.
Man, brought Epstein into this shit.
Right. He said that was the whole reason for Rona.
Was cheating. Epstein got caught, and then it came to Corona to cover it up. I said, shit. Niggas came with the Corona to cover up Tyson Fury. That's some wild shit.
Hey, Masterson, you got to send me the link, man. Send me the link. Copy and paste the link and send it to my Instagram. Silent Heroes on Instagram. What's up, DB?
Man, listen. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yo. We responded to the callers, DB. You understand?
I'm sitting here. I'm like, this shit sound like I'm listening to an Inspector Deck verse. I'm like thinking right here in my head. I'm like, bomb atomically,
philosophies,
and hypotheses. Find how I be dropping these mockeries. What the fuck is going on tonight? Salute to y'all brothers. Knowledge born out loud. Peace to you.
Yo.
Inky. Yeah.
We put them together. Hey.
Oh shit.
Hey, they're from the UK.
Damn. Hold on. What was the shit I heard about?
What's that?
What was the shit I heard about? I don't know, man. Maybe I just heard this shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shorty just left, but I was getting some dome. But listen, man, I was hearing something about brothers not being able to play heroes or whatever. Is that what I heard? I'm thinking.
Hold up.
Played.
Can we celebrate? Can we celebrate the dome real quick though? Can we celebrate the dome? Can we
Yeah,
just
a moment of victory.
Yo, how he
A victory lap.
can we just have
A victory lap.
celebration?
Okay.
You can't just roll through that comment like you just slipping that in there. Matter of fact, like yeah, so Shorty just said I was getting some dome.
Yeah.
So what
So,
I'm saying
yeah.
my theory was like,
And
wait,
almost forgot what I was doing.
man,
Yeah,
Fred.
That's natural.
He almost forgot what he was doing.
that was one of the 2K moments where you had to hit the instant replay for real, the manual instant replay. Like, let's bring that back.
Yeah. Let's jump on these real quick though. So Chadwick Boseman played King T'Challa, right? He was a hero. And for any of the comic nerds who understand who Chadwick Boseman is, the richest man alive, right? Like that's not King T'Challa is not Chadwick, King T'Challa. He speaks 16 languages, he knows 24 martial arts. Like he's a hero. You understand? He put his country and he put his people before everything. Right? He's a hero. Denzel Washington played Malcolm X. Did a phenomenal job. Like we forgot we was looking at Denzel. We thought we was really listening to Brother Malcolm. Right? That's a hero. Clifton Powell, a patron at a barbershop with you the other day, and I don't know if you heard the first part. He was talking about his voice training, and he went into the Martin Luther King mode, just blew it away. So I don't know. I mean, maybe again I missed something. But I know there's plenty of Black brothers, Americans who got tons and tons of talent and that played heroes. Is that what I was hearing, or am I misleading myself?
No, you're right. That was correct. We good. No, that's great.
I'll say the whole argument. I'll say the whole argument so y'all can powwow on it. But before I do that, Sports the GOAT says, Dr. Inky, explain the real rap that we aren't albos. Why we aren't albos.
Oh.
Explain to real rap why
That man want a whole lot for $2. Like on which way is up? You asking for a whole lot for $2?
because his mama.
Hold on, family. We got to make sure we get a man what he wants. God damn it, we got to make sure we get satisfied.
Give him $2 worth. Give him $2 worth.
Please give him $2 worth. Please, like we have to point like a slice of ham and shit. Like, please, God.
Okay, real rap. We are not abos.
Oh man, yeah. Triple OG, man. Stan was 175 years old. I only watch USA black actors, American black actors. Okay,
that's what I'm talking about. He said John Lewis was 172 years old when he fought. He always lied about his age.
I mean,
the movie and not pay for it if you feel that way.
Right.
Maybe
Eddie Murphy played Prince Hakeem.
Yeah,
Fact.
He did that. He did it.
That is real good.
He did that. He did the shit out of it. Okay, and he about to do it again.
Part 2 is coming out on Amazon Prime.
He said hotel. They said Hotel Rwanda. What you doing?
Hey. So the question is, DB, it's like a motherfucking like we're driving, thinking that there's 6 women just waiting on us, you know. But in the meantime, between time, he said that black actors should play black heroes. They shouldn't be from the UK. They shouldn't be from, because that's our hero. Versus this man from the UK playing Fred Hampton.
So I don't subscribe to separating black folks. I'm not into creating dissension and disparity between brothers. Like we are the same people. So we can't tell them that they're creating a narrative about not loving or liking us, and we're doing the same thing. Like we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? If they black, they black. And I said this earlier: an actor is an actor. A thespian is a thespian. If you are a comedian and you're funny, you're just a comedian and you're funny. You know, it doesn't matter if you're black from the UK. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So there's a little bitty country in Central America called Belize.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. For knowledge.
Okay.
Are those people black?
Can
they play one of those roles?
Look, I was talking about Fred Hampton Sr. and I was talking about Harriet Tubman being betrayed by somebody who's not from here. That was my point. Harriet Tubman was from here. You understand? She was too prolific a character in our history to be portrayed by somebody who's not from here. Fred Hampton Sr., another one, the same way. That's what I'm saying. There's a cultural disconnect. I explained it earlier during your dome session, my brother. I explained it earlier while you was getting dome. There's a cultural disconnect depending upon your experience and where you're from.
But see, look,
There's
let me
a
tell you.
cultural.
I also
Go ahead, Doctor. Go ahead,
No,
translate that shit.
because I listen, man, I understand the other side of the shit. I understand that, you know, people feel a different way. But I'm saying if there was a different, at least definitive movie that was done, then niggas could do the dun spinoff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a major motion film with an American actress play Harriet Tubman, official joint, real tight storyline. Then if niggas want to do the spinoffs where Harriet Tubman is a Israeli or she Chinese and all this other shit, Mexican, you know, that
They wanted a white lady to play Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, that
Julia Roberts.
Crazy.
That's who they wanted to play Harriet Tubman. So I mean, it's for me, it's an issue either way. It's an issue for me either way. All black people is black people until it comes to black experiences. Everybody on the planet ain't experienced what we experienced here in America, and it shows. So with respect to that situation and with respect to what the Black Panthers had to suffer here in the United States of America under the United States government.
Okay, the Brothers UK has a comment. He says, Fred, you guys got to help this. I think he missed Fred. If so, the message should only resonate with only Americans. So your hurt is not hurt. Stop it.
Yeah.
So explain that so we can have clarity.
Well, he basically just said the same thing that I said. You know, here, let me just say this, and maybe this help too. Let me see, how can I articulate this? Do they need to be from here to feel the same pain, or like to conjure up a certain emotion? You know what I mean? To draw a certain feeling to be able to play that character better?
No, but
I was confused that. But my brother P. Good sent a message, and I think this helps too. He said it's nothing against the actors, but the people picking them, and it's on purpose.
That's where I'm at with it.
That's a big point too. That's a very big point. That's a very big point.
I think that's I think that could be intentional. I mean, I'll even go on a limb and say it is intentional.
Right. That's what I said earlier, where I was like, I only have a problem with it when it becomes a trend, and then we could see your
I
avoid.
just spoke to the damn trend. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit is important. It's important for you to have an understanding of how this shit works. I've been talking about theater since I came on here, in these theatrics, and how they play a role on your psyche, and you in a point to where you actualize yourself as either good enough or not good enough.
So what about power?
What about what?
Power.
What?
Not the TV show, the Jamie Foxx one. Am I saying the wrong name?
Ray? What'd you
say? The Jamie Foxx shit he just did on Netflix.
Oh, where they was popping the pills and they get a certain kind of power for a few minutes or some shit? What?
Yeah.
What about it?
How did you know, I'm just trying to figure out, how did you receive that as a, you know, it's kind of in the black superhero space, but it came about on the heels of the Black Panther energy, and
I didn't see it. They said that he got the blessing from the Hampton family to play that role. Daniel did.
Right.
That's why
I said that. I said that towards the end of it. I said that he's working with the family. He's working with Fred Hampton Jr. You understand what I'm saying? Normally, when these things come out, they don't do any of that. You see what I'm saying? So I said, from that perspective, I'm gonna see the movie, and I'm sure this dude gonna do a good job. I'm just talking about to pay attention to the pattern and what they presenting before us.
I understand that. Pay attention to the patterns. And
And shout out to Daniel Kaluuya, man. He's a phenomenal fucking actor. And I heard, you know, I'm from South Central LA, so I heard y'all talking about Lakeith Stanfield. You shout out to our homegrown too. Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor himself.
What high school did he go to?
What we saying?
Say it again. I can't hear you.
What high school did he go to?
I think he went to Purdue, San Bernardino, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell Patty don't kill me for my opinion. Okay.
Oh,
she she done crucified me the whole show.
Oh shit. She's like, yes, exactly. Damn.
All caps and everything the whole time. I'm like, God damn.
Damn.
Free smoke.
For real.
So should an Ethiopian play Nip or should an American black guy play Nip?
Well, Nip's not Ethiopian. Nip is Eritrean.
Thank you.
Eritrea is in the horn.
Oh, shit. There we go.
And I think that it should be if we're doing definitive pieces on people, I think that they should be trying to get people that have a natural.
Don't have me call in. Call in.
Tell Patty to call in.
Call in. Let me open up
natural inclination.
I'm not going to argue with my sister about some fictional movie. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, we got love in real life. It's love. God damn.
Let me speak on Nip. We talking about Nip. We talking about
lives in LA. How about that? How about
I agree because I'll admit niggas in LA walk different than niggas in New York. Like it's just a whole different type of it's just completely different. You know what I mean? Like
than anywhere else in the world. That's a fact.
Niggas don't walk with duck feet in New York. You know what I mean? Niggas in LA walk with duck feet.
Nah, they got niggas that walk with duck feet in New York and in Detroit.
Really? Oh, I ain't never seen. Well, I mean, I ain't never seen it, but it's a minority.
They back arch back, the feet look forward. It look like they getting ready to fall on the fucking ground. I'm like, what the fuck is holding these things up? But they magically pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Donald said that movie won't sell if you don't know the actors. I'm gonna watch it tonight somehow, some way. I'm gonna watch it.
You gonna pay $70? You with it?
No, I ain't paying. Fuck that shit. Nah, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Who doesn't know these people though? Who doesn't know Daniel Kaluuya? Who didn't see Black Panther? Who didn't see Us? Who didn't see Get Out?
Or Imperial Dreams. He was phenomenal in Imperial Dreams.
Right.
Little Dicky.
I mean,
sometimes people just be talking, man. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody played Nip, you got to think too. Nip is from South Central.
Oh, shit.
Is that Patty?
Yeah, you know. Go ahead, PPD. Go ahead.
Let me have it.
Hi, Knowledge.
Just remember, I love you in real life, okay? And whatever you say is correct. And then we can have a conversation. Whatever you say, I agree with. My bad. I said, just remember, I love you in real life, and whatever you say, I'm gonna agree with. So we're not gonna have no.
No. You don't have to. That's okay. That's okay. You know, we all butter our biscuits the same way, so you ain't gotta. You know, I know it's out of some sort of love. You know, so okay. So I'm gonna go to 12 Years a Slave. Okay, Solomon Northup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which can be compared to the Diary of Anne Frank. It is the only book that we really have tangible that we can look at some history on, right? So when we bring up Harriet, I don't know if we have that type of artifact, craft, documents as much as the storytellings of her, of just word of mouth. Now, you know, I did watch the movie Harriet. It is my daughter's favorite person in the whole entire world. So of course I had to watch it like twice, you know, with her. And it was very Lifetime, certain things were a certain way, but what I would have to say is that There's a difference of Hollywood and there's a difference of thespian. And the craft and the root of true thespianism really does come from the UK. Their approach, I remember this one actor that I spoke with, you know, literally picked up a brush a certain way, just picking up a brush a certain way for 6 months. She had to practice that movement, like the constant repetition to get it in her body right. That's thespian work. That is Idi Amin, Forrest Whitaker. That's Viola Davis. That's Denzel Washington. That's Anthony Hopkins. That's a whole different level than this Hollywood shit. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, like, I'm from LA, but I don't act Hollywood. There's a difference. There's a counterfeit. You know, there's the Instagram, you know, get off real quick. Now, you don't know too many American actresses that go to the UK and put on a British accent. Now, the American accent is one of the hardest things to learn because we have so many tones and nuances and ways of doing it. Now, when Idris Elba was doing The Wire and he was in New York trying to really get down that tone, he went into like a bodega or inside of a liquor store and went up and ordered his 40, and he said it perfectly, and then he got it. And that's when he knew he was about to get really put on with The Wire. And now obviously you see where his career took off to. My point is, with and you're studying, breaking down the way that you need to break it down, it can really go to any blackness of a person. I'm not trying to have Angelina. It was actually Angelina Jolie that they tried to have her play Harriet, which was bullshit. You know, but when Cynthia, I can't think of her last name, but when she played Harriet, to me it was believable. To me, you know, her range, her how she studies. She's about to play Aretha Franklin now. You know, what I'm going to say this, American actresses need to step their shit up. It's the reason why they're pulling these UK actors. It's a reason for it. Because of really knowing your craft. It comes from the stage. Viola Davis and Denzel is on that level for a particular reason. You know, because they too are thespian, you know, and so when it goes to, you know, everything with Harriet, you know, we don't have all the documentation like we did with Sally and Northrop with 12 Years a Slave. Like I said, that's like our Anne Frank. That's all that we have. And now, of course, I want to see, you know, Fred Hampton, because Daniel's range is ridiculous. You know, he has his tone down. You know, these UK actors ain't here to play. You know, and like I said, you don't see too many American actresses going over there to try to get this London accent down because they can't. They want the Hollywood. They don't want the craft. They don't want the thespian. They don't want the longevity. They want the quick pop off. You know, so this is, and I have, you know, knowledge. I love you. You know, I got mad love for you and everything that you have done for barbershop conversations. You know, but it just comes.
But you're full of shit, nigga.
Right. Drop the shoe.
It just comes down to really knowing the craft. You know, blackness is blackness. Black is black. You know, we have different spectrums and range. Don't say this is Central American black and this is African black, and I don't play that either, Judy. I'm done. That's not cool. You know,
great man.
It's not cool. Like some of the hardest women I know are Angela Davis, the most light-skinned ass woman that was harder than any chocolate black sister I know. So I'm over that. You know, so That's all I have to say, and that's the reason why I was in cash.
Oh, we need a
Y'all had
nation
me
of-
over here hot.
Hey, wait a minute.
No.
Harriet was harder than Angela.
So
Harriet was harder than Angela.
who?
Harriet was harder than Angela, the actress.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I just love.
Is this Daniel Kuya?
Really study. I
Is this
admire.
Daniel Kuya right here?
That's all I gotta say.
Is this
You know?
Daniel Kuya?
You go to college?
Is this Daniel Kuya? Is it
Can you
Daniel?
see it?
And you know what? I can say internally, yes. I can say internally less, because when you get into character that deep, you will transform. There's a spirit behind it.
I agree with that.
It really is. He's not a white man. Daniel's not a white man playing a black man. That's different. You know,
Is
our
this
DNA
Daniel
and our blood runs very deep in these roots of blackness. It just does. And I know he's gonna kill it.
Look, knowledge.
He's gonna pop off the screen.
You know what they teach in jiu-jitsu, man. Tap early and often.
What's that?
Just tap. Now just tap. Come on, man. Tap early and often, man. She got you. If she pull any harder, that arm gonna break. You just tap out.
I'm not arguing with my sister about something that's outside of either one of our control. I'm just showing you pictures for you to be reminded and remember.
I don't know.
It's a reason why they went and found somebody who looked like him. It's a reason for it. It's a reason for it.
Yeah.
It's a reason for it. Nobody else could have done it. You had to be at ease. They had somebody sound like Snoop Dogg, but look nothing.
Come on,
like,
man, I'm from LA. You don't want to do that.
Look, I'm not doing anything with you but showing love. I want you to understand what I'm saying. This is a certain look that comes from a certain place and time period in history that is being repackaged with no cultural continuity. Nothing, no connection whatsoever. There's no connection, none, not one.
There is a connection. I would say because I think our diaspora makes us all connected. Our diaspora, right?
Definitely.
I would say that if it would be more beneficial if they had a black actor from Chicago to play that role in terms of the whole scope of the film, right? And in terms of the marketing, in terms of the feel, in terms of the texture, I would say from that standpoint, is he a viable option for that role? Yes. Is a man from Chicago, because keep in mind, they hired how many consultants from the Black Panthers did they hire for this film? And the reason why they hired them as consultants is to get the storyline right. Now they got to texturize it. So I would say texturizing it with the film with is a higher concentration if that actor existed. You know, now if I don't believe that there's a disconnect with Ryan Coogler in terms of the spiritual connection. You understand? Because I can watch the news. I can watch the BBC and cry just as hard for a kid being murdered in South Central and the kid being murdered in the UK. You know, so I like my spirit don't say, oh, that nigga's from the UK. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the actor that played Malcolm X in One Night in Miami. He's like we talked about. He's British, and he didn't look nothing like he does in real life. He really embodied the mechanics of what I know of Malcolm X. You know, and it was surprising. You know, when you see what he really looks like, I'm like, oh snap! That he transformed. He transformed. You know, so I don't know. I just look at it as you know, I don't want to hear the whiny American actors anymore. I want you to step your game up. Where's your depth?
So I got a question for you, Patty, and for you, Fred. Do y'all see Danny DeVito being able to play Tyson Fury?
Yes. The answer is yes. Tyson Fury was a kid at one point, right?
No, DB. No, you don't get to jump on the top rope with that.
Here you go.
I got an answer.
Here you go.
A grown Tyson Fury. When they do the movie Deontay Wilder fight, we want to see Danny DeVito star as Tyson.
Technically, yes.
Right.
And look, and wait. We want to see Bobo from the Denver Nuggets star as Deontay Wilder and see how that looks. Bobo at 7 feet tall and Danny DeVito at 3 feet. I want to see how much thespian actors can overcome the fact that these niggas do not reflect the original people.
that old penguin.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito played that penguin in Batman, didn't he?
They didn't want no black dude to play 007. I can tell you that shit. And that's a fictional character.
Yeah, the only person.
So I don't know nothing about this conversation when it goes. My examples was for a pattern of Hollywood and misrepresentation of black people and black culture. That's what that was my main point. That's what I'm talking about.
Even from the sports films to timepieces like this, I think that Jews do everything that they can to disrespect us. You understand what I'm saying? So I can genuinely see like an executive saying, "Oh man, let's just spit in their face somehow, some way." You know what I mean?
Yeah, actors from abroad.
They killed the man. Did we forget December the 4th, 1969? They killed him. Over 300 rounds went into the apartment where his pregnant wife was laying. They drugged him.
I know it's
and they drugged Mark Clark. They drugged him and they killed him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, like it's too close to my soul, is what I'm saying. To not have.
Understandably. No, my statement is understandably and understood. I get it. I'm just on the acting tip. I
respect you. I respect you. I love you in real life. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I respect the perspective and the vantage point that you came for. And this is why I'm showing you these images. I live with these images. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was in the new Black Panther Party for self-defense. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not somebody who's talking from an outside perspective. I'm talking as someone with firsthand knowledge and a connection to the family. So the thing I did say at the end is that they did agree to meet with him, and he's meeting with some other people that I know personally, to ensure that he does the best job that he could do.
I'm sure. And I'm sure, there's a bigger umbrella of the white gaze that plays the pattern of everything. I get it. I agree. That totally makes sense. But yeah, if the family signs off on it, just like Marvin Gaye, that's a whole different subject. But but if the estate and the family agrees, so be it. That's the power right there.
Hey, and let me say on that note, we gotta step up our paperwork game, family. We gotta deal with this shit because you know what? I just thought of something as Patty was saying that. I said, man, how many niggas that done died? And it's a whole bunch of niggas that they ain't fuck with executing their estate now that they dead. They making all kinds of decisions, and you didn't fuck with these people when you was alive, but now they making decisions for you. And strangers, we can't step in because that's your cousin, your aunt, your wife, you know what I mean? We can't step in, but these people that you know what I mean? You know how that shit go. You got people in your family right now that you don't fuck with, but they might be the only ones alive when you kick the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna have to start including some provisions in.
They did it with Malcolm's family right in front of everybody's face. They went directly to
don't ask this nigga or this nigga a damn thing about me. Now don't you dare let this.
Will Smith, Shin Shi say Will Smith played Ali better than Ali played himself. The craft supersedes a historical matching process. I don't know about that.
Will Smith. He sat with Ali and studied Ali for about a year or so to prepare for that role.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But you can't
like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like,
down the middle. His comment is down the middle because Will is homegrown. So what are you saying?
Yeah.
You got homegrown or not? Like what
I mean, he was so fluid though. Like no one's ever can get Muhammad Ali down because he was so physically fluid.
Yeah.
Like even when he talked, it was just so much fluidity. You can't learn that shit. Like you can't learn Ali. Ali was just like a Marvin Gaye. Like I see him on film. How can you learn that fluidity? Al Green. How can you learn that shit?
James Brown.
You know what I mean? Like James Brown. Like he was corny. I mean, I'm no disrespect to the guy, but I'm like, he like his first word was too high. Like James Brown don't come talking too high. Like it's a process. Like, hey, he don't talk like that. You know, he like every scene is not like that with James Brown. I respect Chadwick Boseman, you know, but I mean, he wasn't as fluid as James Brown. James Brown was strong. Like I only know James Brown
as
as
a Disney version of James Brown.
Yeah, I was like a Disney version of James Brown. Like the James Brown I know as a kid. I didn't follow him much as a kid because you know you grow into hip hop and shit, you know. But as a kid, I thought James Brown was one of the blackest men in the world. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I thought James Brown was like, damn, you know. And
the American government doesn't kill you and give you a good movie, and allow a good movie for you to come out.
Yeah,
you understand? Like it don't work like that.
Yeah.
He was one of the most hated men in America, and he was only 21 years old. He wasn't even. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was 21. Impacted the world like that, right? Facts.
Yeah.
Shin Shi says Ali had a movie plan himself. I just think Ali was just like. I mean,
Yes.
he's a hard guy to crack, man. You got to be like a motherfucking gymnast to be Ali. I don't know, like you got to be. I don't know. You got to be on a Dancing with the Stars or some shit to be Ali. Like he just, like he was just special, man. Ali was like, man, he would take everything from you, man. Like you know what I mean? Like he was just, you know. Sometimes God blesses everybody, one man with everything. Ali was that guy that God said, "I'm gonna give you everything." You know what I mean? Great athlete, great speaker, educated, calm. You know what I mean? And I mean, he's one in a zillion. You know, I think personally, like shit, good luck trying to find an Ali. They're gonna be doing it forever, but good luck. Good luck. I haven't seen it. I thought the guy did his best, and one night in Miami, he did his best. He was cool. Jamie Foxx was the best biopic I've ever seen in my life. Someone in the chat said, "Oh my god, it was
right."
Yeah. It was that was over with.
So
that was over with.
Did you know Jamie Foxx glued his eyes shut for Ray? A lot of people don't know that. But certain things he glued. Yeah, he used glue for fake eyelashes. Like they had like a certain. He glued his eyes shut. That's what I'm saying. This shit ain't no joke. When people really go that deep, they talk to psychiatrists and shit after they get out of certain characters. It's depth. You go into a whole different dimension in your mind, and how do you pull back out being yourself? You know. So yes, I am.
What does that do to the onlooker? The onlooker goes to that, and then they don't got nobody to see after. Whatever they see on that screen is etched in their mind forever. You could have read the autobiography of Malcolm X, but you're going to argue with somebody who saw Spike Lee's film. They ain't read the book. You see what I'm saying? They ain't soldiers. They got no connection to the nation, no connection to none of these organizations or nothing like that. But they're going to argue with you from what they saw in the film, whether they saw it in the movies or the VHS or the DVD or wherever it's streaming now. You see what I'm saying? And these are the things on the undergird that prepare your mind for conversations, you know, that have nothing of relevance to do with what you do. So I'm approaching it from the impact on the psyche, you know, with that. Are you good enough to play yourself? You understand what I'm saying? Like it means something. It really does mean something. And I think it's an artful tactic that has been used more so now than ever before in regards to, you know, that image that comes across that screen that's going to be forever staying in your mind. Chadwick Boseman is not Chadwick Boseman. He's Black Panther. They said Black Panther died. They had little children with the Black Panther toy laying him out on the ground with all the Marvel people around him. He's not Chadwick Boseman. He's Black Panther. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, like, this is how far it goes into the psyche. So it's not just surface level that I'm talking about. I'm talking about these other implications that come along with it.
So basically, they removing Fred Hampton and shipping him off to the UK with this movie. So all our babies, UK people.
They can implant whatever they want to implant in the movie to change something horrific and horrendous that people are affected by to this day.
Well, I feel like there's a real-time conspiracy going on right before our very eyes, because clearly Fred has a way to watch the movie without paying the $70, and he ain't telling us.
You got it.
I'm trying
That's
to
the real thing. That is the real thing right there.
I'm not paying $70 to watch this movie. I'm just keeping it $1.
Bro, I'm trying to get you to tell me what it is because I want to watch it now, like everybody else in the chat. We like, come on now, come up with the link now. Come on with the link now, Fred. You know how this shit go now.
He's like, yo, I found it, but it's in Cantonese.
Yo, you got English subtitles on that bitch.
Yeah,
when I saw that movie, Queen and Slim, I wanted to talk to the director, you know, because I was watching it and I saw all of these other movies that were interwoven in the movie. And then at the end of the movie, the song that I heard that touched my soul, I hear Lauryn Hill singing at the end of the fucking movie. You know, so all of the Black romance movies were all intertwined in that. I'm like, yo, let me just get 15 minutes for it. You know what I'm saying? So we could just talk about, okay, where were you going with your creative influence type situation? You know? So Fred was like, damn it, I watched American Skin. We need Nate Parker ass in here to answer some questions right quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you can get it. You don't have to infer or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, if I could talk to Ryan Coogler, I would ask him about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and whether he would answer it or not, it would just be up to him.
Come on, Fred, bring Ryan Coogler on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We'll work on
Sure.
that. All right, PPD.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Knowledge. Thank you. Bye.
Appreciate you.
I love you in real life, Sis.
She hangs up on insane.
Yeah, because she still cussing me out in the chat, right? While she was on still, like, exactly. Okay, exactly.
DB, you still there?
Yeah. I'm right here listening to y'all brothers.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want to say Tyson Fury is a piece of shit. Fuck Tyson Fury. fuck his management. You know what I'm saying? His father, Huey Fury, and everybody else named Fury.
Hey, get the women in there too. Fuck it. It's my women and I all them motherfuckers. Fuck this shit, DB.
He might.
Yeah,
He might.
He might. Tyson Fury is a straight scammer. He a cheater. He a swindler. He a fraud. He a con artist. Tyson Fury is the epitome of, man, let me see. What's below hell? Matter of fact, speaking of hell, Tyson Fury is that devil. You know, what they say, they're saying, what's the devil's greatest trick? Convincing the world that he didn't exist, and poof, he's gone.
The devil's greatest trick is making moves about Fred Hampton Sr.
I get.
Tyson,
I'm sorry. Continue.
Go ahead. Say it.
No. I don't want you to forget. No.
Okay. Shit, damn, you just throw me off. Hold on, let me think. What the fuck was I just saying?
The devil's greatest trick was
I remember. Hold on. I remember Dr. Inky had said this. He said exactly what I was going to say. But Tyson Fury is creating this environment. You know, he's creating this like this suspicion and comfort at the same time. He wants to see how the world is going to respond to his bullshit. And if we don't go crazy and we get sidetracked like we did tonight and start talking about movies and shit, then Tyson Fury wins. You know, he's that devil that convinces the world that he didn't, not that he didn't exist, but that he didn't really do what he did. Or did he not do what he say he did? Or did he not say what
Fred
he did?
on the case.
Not do what he said.
Fred is on the case. You understand? What you said about what's my man Triple G? What you said in the tagline? He ain't a real Hispanic or something. What was?
Yeah.
Fred be at these motherfuckers, boy. At their throat, they jugular, they forehead. You know what I'm saying? Hey. What you say? Suit up. Let's set up the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, hey, you see what I'm saying? Like somebody got to be out here in that lane with that same kind of voice of strength that ain't backing down from nothing or nobody.
Hey, Marvin is funny. He said, new to the channel, who is or what is PPD?
First off,
he been here for like 3 days. Hey, easy on my homie, man. Easy on my homie. Go ahead, DP. Go ahead. Only you can answer that question. Go ahead.
Oh shit! I didn't even hear what he said.
He says, oh man, where is it? Damn. Someone screenshot that shit. Because that is
new to the channel. He said, who or what is PPD?
Oh yeah, new to the channel. Who or what is PPD?
Okay, yeah, that's a great question, man.
The queen who just came on here made me tap out and change my whole perspective. Okay, I'm retracting all my statements.
I was about to say, she should have made
She was the producer of the show. So her name is Patty Dean, and the P is her title here. So producer Patty Dean, that's what PPD is. And who she is, you just heard who she is. She's a South Central queen, straight like that.
Right. Straight like that.
She's gonna say she's gonna say she's from Inglewood.
Man, listen, it's South Central and then everything else spread out from there. So Compton, Long Beach, Watts.
So it's kind of like Africa. It's kind of like Africa with the diaspora. It's kind of like Africa, right? So to play black roles. Like South Central is a synonym for Africa.
Diaspora.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. South Central would be the diaspora for all of Los Angeles County.
So will Crenshaw be the Nile?
Crenshaw. That is
no, hell no, it can't be the Nile because the Nile flows. So shit, Crenshaw been stuck for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Building a fucking train over there. So
King Boulevard.
Oh wait, they didn't do
Vermont. Would Vermont be the Nile?
Vermont could be the Nile.
Vermont would be the Nile. Yeah, Vermont.
Yeah,
Vermont.
that shit open.
Vermont. I don't know why you're not coming in, Triple OG. I don't know why.
Fred, they still got Crenshaw all fucked up over there?
Yeah, very much.
Wow.
So. Mm-hmm.
So they don't even have no intention of finishing that construction because that shit been there for years now.
Yeah. So
for real.
Or Broadway. People might want to say Broadway because it connects to downtown. I don't know.
Yeah, Broadway not bad either, but shit. Broadway gets stuck, man. Like Vermont don't get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Broadway gets stuck. As soon as you get past Vernon, yeah, you in a fucked up spot. As a matter of fact, even when you go on southbound and you get around Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It flows too. It's a wide. Vermont is wide till you get the King, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, let me call Triple G because he's been trying to call in for like, and I don't know why his phone ain't coming through.
You calling Golovkin?
Yeah.
You said you calling Triple G.
Yeah, Triple G.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, I ain't used. What's up, man?
Hey, Gennady Golovkin.
Oh shit, this Fred. And I'm like, who the fuck calling me? I'm trying to call Fred. I look on the thing as you. Hey, look. What's up, my brothers? What's up, my brethren?
Peace.
What's going on?
It's a joke.
What's going on, brother?
Now let me help y'all out.
Exactly.
When I was 7 years old, I was watching Martin Luther King as a kid. Okay? I saw them people on the television getting spat on and everything. So I could fast forward to when they went full integration in high school and we went to war every day, outnumbered, with them racist crackers, the same kind you saw that ran up to the Capitol building. Okay? And we like going to school every day. To see each other, our friends, play sports and fight.
Right.
We didn't want to miss a day. We enjoyed it. Now, I go back to 68 when I see, you start seeing Malcolm in between there and Elijah Muhammad. I really wasn't moved by Elijah. I'd heard about him. But when I saw Malcolm, I was moved. And then I saw the Black Panthers. Now, here I was between 8 and 12 years old with a black tam on my head and a black glove on my hand as a kid. And my mom and dad was like, oh my God, what is wrong with him? I wasn't moved by Martin. I was moved by the Panthers and Malcolm, more so by the Panthers. Now look and saw how much Selma movie made with the British actor playing it, $50 million. That means our kids will not see this shit. I looked up the one where the other dude played, what was it? Selma and Harriet Tubman with Cynthia Ruber, who had bad shit to say about black people here in America. And so did the guy that played, that's playing Fred Hampton. Had an argument with black people on the set. He has not been getting a lot of press from black people here. I got a pharmacist down the street at the Rite Aid. I went there and I was at the wrong Rite Aid, and he told me, he said, get your place straight where you pick your prescriptions up at. And I said, what did you say, Baba Tunde? He said, what you call me? I said, Baba Tunde. I don't know you, fucker. You think you talking to? These people come here, the ones I've met in New York, one day out here, they don't act black. They act like they are something different. Okay?
So it's time to get a check.
When the African guy got the broom shoved up his ass in New York, his people were mad. They were thinking we ain't one of them. He attacked those white folks. Them white folks said, no, they shot her, they killed her. You supposed to kill black people. Well, people come over here from Britain with that same fucking attitude. I got an African live here with me. She automatically thought we didn't like her because she didn't like us because she thought we didn't like her. So I was like, I ain't got no reason to not like you. But my mother was like that. So evidently somebody been doing some wordplay around here. And now I got old enough to see it for myself. And I think I've told you on your show before, Fred, I don't fuck with Mexicans. I don't fuck with Africans. I don't fuck with Asians. I do business with them. But that's why I keep it at business. You don't want to be my friend? Guess what? I ain't even got time to not be your friend. I ain't gonna fuck with you. That's a waste of my energy. But yeah, one movie, let me see. 50 million for Selma, 45 million for Harriet Tubman. Now, what do you think Angela Bassett would have made playing Harriet Tubman? Little kids know her. Damn grandkids know who goddamn Angela Bassett is. 5, 7, and 13. Why do they know? They watch movies with their mother and they watch what we watch. So they know who they is. They knew who Chadwick Boseman was, Black Panther. They don't know who that dude was that was fucking with the rhinos. If you wanted to sell our movie and sell our story, you got to put somebody in there that wanted to buy the damn movie. I ain't buying the shit because of what they said.
OG, you ain't gonna pay $70 to watch that?
And I ain't happy at them. What you saying?
OG, you ain't gonna pay $70 to watch that movie?
I ain't paying shit. I ain't watched Slim and who you say Queen and Slim. I ain't watched the shit because he in it. I don't care how good of an actor he is. And I go to the damn theater. I go to the damn opera. I go to the symphony because of COVID. And I ain't going no goddamn way.
That's right.
So no, I ain't even buying this goddamn movie. That's what Denzel and what's my man Sam Jackson said. They bring them over here because they can pay them cheap. They don't want to pay Denzel now. But when the shit ain't making no money, then they'll make a movie with Denzel and Samuel Jackson now. They worth their penny. And when he say Will Smith couldn't play Ali, hell, Ali couldn't play Ali on that movie when we were kids. I can't think of what comedian said that shit had me cracking my side. He was in the corner, like when Farmer was really putting on, he said, yeah, I'm tired, but he's got to be tighter than me. I was like, damn, Ali, you don't even look like yourself and they're playing yourself in your movie, so I can relate to it. But he did okay. Him and Will did okay. But look and see how much money Will Smith made in that movie for playing Ali. Ain't no British actor gonna come over here and play Ali and make that money. So yeah, if we ain't seeing it, if our kids are not seeing it, I know the story. I don't need to see the shit.
Right.
It's our kids that need to see the history and know it. And yes, these white folks gonna hire these people, and they ain't gonna know shit when they grow up. They ain't gonna know shit. Unless one of my grandkids tell them or my daughters tell them. And they are not as interested as me, but they watch. My oldest daughter, 32 years old. She ride around listening to Marvin Gaye. My little grandkids singing Marvin Gaye now. Everybody said, why you listen to that every day? Because I haven't seen that album to fuck with it like that. Other than Lauryn Hill, I used to listen to Lauryn Hill like that.
Mm.
But yeah, anyway, this was a good subject. I like the way my brother was making his point, and he's right. You got to connect with somebody's eyes. And I know Patty said he glued his eyes shut. They was prosthetic. They just showed the man on the thing. And they said he made up a chemical to get Gorilla Glue out of black women's hair who was getting sew-in weeds with glue. We want some hair bad as a motherfucker, don't we, man?
Yeah.
I said, Gorilla Glue, shit. And when I see him with blonde and red hair, I said, oh my God, they hate me. We used to say they hate themselves when I was younger. But then I stopped saying it because, it was kind of putting them on the spot. But now all these girls got blonde hair, this, that, or whatever, and yeah, it's looking good. So I'm going to get my COVID shot. Now look, when I said I'm going to get a COVID shot, I ain't tell nobody else to go get one. I think that was a champion's heart. I ain't tell nobody else to go get one. I'm going to get one because I'm 65. I need to get back out here in these streets, man. I ain't got much bone in time left. You know what I mean?
Hey, talk about it though, Jake. Hey, get what you got to get what you need to get. You understand?
That's right. I'm like James Brown. I got to get what I want. And Chadwick Boseman told James Brown up. I think about halfway the movie that just turned into James Brown. he was tearing that shit up. And when he did that split and came up, and Fred said, when I seen him as a kid, I saw him on the Chitlin circuit at this little amusement park right down the street from my mom's house on stage. I had to have been about 5, 6, or 7. And that motherfucker was getting off, him and Jackie Wilson and Solomon Burke. And Jackie Wilson gave me 4 shiny pennies. And my mama asked me when I get on, where you get that money from to get what you? I said, I got it from that man right there on the stage. What did he give you? You spent it. You supposed to keep that. I was like, I didn't know who he was. He had a suit on. He looked like he had some money. He give me some money so I can give me some popcorn or some cookies or something. My mom and sister screaming for James Brown and Jackie Wilson. And I'm like, shit, I'm hungry. Yeah. And I think when I saw James Brown, he was about 22, 23. And man, you talking about Michael Jackson. I see where Michael Jackson got that shit from. Mike would take a little breather on stage sometimes. James Brown would get so sweaty, he looked like a gorilla. And that perm would come out his head. And the women ran him off the stage and ran him through the damn the amusement park. They was trying to get that nigga for. That shit was funny for. Mama, why they running behind him? Why you ain't running, mama? I got a husband at home. I said, they're going to miss Cuffy. Her husband at home. She running behind him. I just seen some shit in my life, man. But anyway, great show as usual, man. Y'all brothers, keep up the good work, man. I'm back in the chat. Y'all woke me back up. And when the guy said $2, I said, Nick. But you know I said that with love now. I got that from you. That was all love. That was all love, my brother. Because you dropping it now. Y'all dropping it now. All right, man. I love you, brothers, man. Y'all have a good evening.
Love you too, Black man.
All right.
Shinsi says MTK about to pull Fred and DB into the black van. Hey, and he said, thanks, Triple OG. My comment went over their heads. I missed it. What was he talking about? He was making reference to what comment Shinsi said.
He's probably talking about the Muhammad Ali played, the Will Smith played Muhammad Ali better than Muhammad Ali played himself.
Okay.
Made a comment. Yeah.
He should have put another $2 up there and repeated it. $1.99.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, Dr. Inky worked for the government. That nigga said. That nigga talked about what happened in DC. That nigga said, "I'm out of here." Dr. Inky, I saw that shit. I saw that. He's like, I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not going down with the shit. I'm a house
That
nigga.
motherfucker did the cha-cha slide on that shit. He said, slide to the left. Crisscross. Reverse. Freeze.
Listen, I just have good old-fashioned instincts from the Bronx. And we know when hot shit coming. It's like old school. You got, after a while when the policeman was on the way, we already knew. It was just like a sixth sense. You already upstairs. The policeman pull up, you in the house looking out the window. See, I had to run to the kitchen. You see the way my stomach's set up. You know what I'm saying? So
that nigga said, I didn't tell, I pointed. That's Dr. Inky ass nigga.
Now look, you see them niggas right there? We don't like that shit.
He did call that shit though. He was like, "Oh, my man been waiting for 18 months and 27 seconds to get on here. I'm here. I'm here. You can hear me, Brad.
The nigga said,
ready."
With Tyson Fury, what happened was they caught all them niggas and they put the corona together to block it.
Oh, gosh.
Wait a minute, I forgot a few. So hold on now. When the Flintstones in the
Damn shame what they did to that dog.
Yeah, that was funny, dog.
I'm hoping in March that movie.
Hey, what movie is that? What movie is that? That's a damn shame they did with that dog. What movie is that? I'm
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
It was like we designed meager accommodations. He said, "What? We require a room that's very poor."
That nigga had a penthouse when they left. It's a
right.
damn.
He had the greatest 20 seconds in a film ever. You're rich, dude, motherfucker.
What kind of bag did Amazon pay Eddie Murphy for that movie though?
90, 70, somewhere in there, easy. Because they get it for a lifetime, so they not tripping. You know what I mean? They ain't got to make 50 million the first week. They got it forever. Shit, they ain't tripping. Yeah, they ain't tripping. Money. But he got paid off of it. He got paid. It worked for him. So, but man, that shit was funny. That nigga was. Oh, you're a king.
Hey, Willie Faison opened that door up like that's no acting. That was some real shit. He was in pure disgust. It was like, how should I be in this scene? Purely disgusted.
Man, he's still hustling though.
He said,
got a huge.
Now what the fuck do you want? I said, shit.
How about Mr. McDowell? That nigga, that he said his shit changed.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out how some of them niggas still alive in that shit. Like, niggas.
He said, baby, he's not kidding. He's the prince. He's got his own money.
He got his own money. James Evans, man. James, that nigga still alive? Is that nigga still alive?
Yes.
He is?
Yes. He in the film.
Oh, good. We gotta try and get him on the show at some point, man.
Hey, listen, we got to come clean tonight, Fred, about how we getting ready to watch this Judas movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He already watched it in between these comments and shit. Like he been watching it the whole time.
I think Fred already paid for that shit earlier on the low.
Y'all niggas know. Y'all already know Fred ain't paying $70 for a movie.
He said, "Yo, at the end of the movie, man, spoiler alert: Fred Hampton Sr. dies, and so does William O'Neill."
Yeah.
You
Fred
need to see
Hampton
him?
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
And William O'Neill can't live with what he did, and he killed himself, like Judas did in the Bible. That's where they got the Judas, situation.
7 white men with extendo clips comes in. You know what I mean?
Right. Submachine guns.
Oh man, that's
So why y'all acting like y'all don't got the link in the chat, man? One of y'all know the link.
Yeah.
Everybody got it.
Don't get busted on this website.com.
Oh shit! Somebody said Samuel Jackson was old back then at that scene at McDonald's. Don't star me, fat boy. Let's go. Who the fuck is this asshole?
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Grown before I was even 10 years old. So I'm looking at some of these like, man, you got to be about
it can't be $70, dog. It can't be $70.
Hey,
Oh, it's absolutely.
Morgan Freeman played Malcolm X too. If y'all remember.
Hey,
that.
hold on. Knowledge. Do not let Fred so easy. Fred done paid that $69.
Hey, all these $1.99 from Shinsi. He got it. He got it.
You got it back tonight, right?
He said, "This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?"
Yeah.
Niggas know Fred ain't paying for shit. Hey,
near nutter.
Man, I'll push my car down a hill before I fill up my gas tank. Shit.
Near nutter.
Oh man, nah, man.
Well, I got on. You said Nip came out with a new song today.
Yeah, I got some clips from it.
Young Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement. I dispense.
Hey, that's as much I can play. You got a hook too.
And this is what it feels like.
Hey, yeah, he got a song.
I'm about to OD on that.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to read it. I'm about to read it and watch and listen to it. You know what I mean? It's him and Jay-Z. You know, I kind of like how they extended the song. I wish it was a third verse, but I know why they just left it open. You know what I mean? Because it's like a spiritual experience for a lot of people. You know what I mean? And because it's a song in reverence for Nip, so you can like take yourself down spiritually memory lane with Nip. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? But yeah,
I was talking about that a couple of nights ago. I remember Nip from the circuit, you know, his street work, his outreach work, you know, more so than the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And hearing the music, you know, later on it was a different little path. I went to this bookstore in Texas, the Pan African Connection, and he was there like a week before he transitioned. And he was supposed to go to this place that was next door. They had paid him, you know, a couple stacks to come in there just on some photo op shit. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you did?
And he wouldn't. No. The people that was next to the bookstore that I was in. You know, I walked in the bookstore and they had interviewed him and they were playing the interview that they did with him. You see what I'm saying? Like he went there a couple of times, but he went there like a week or two before, you know, he was killed, and he was supposed to have come back. So you know, they asked us to come and do something, you know, kind of in his honor. So me and Ty RBG went over there and we did something, you know, in his honor over there in the other bookstore. And when I walked in there, it felt like him. You see what I'm saying? Like when I walked in there, he was like they were playing his interview like throughout the day over in the store. Like I just walked in there and I heard it. And the owner told me the story. She said that they had paid him to go to this spot next door, but it was like one of those joints you see all these windows, but you can't see inside of the joint. So you don't think that's the place you're supposed to go in. You see this cultural shop, and he walked right in there, and he was there for like a couple hours. And I think they paid him like, a couple thousand, whatever they paid them, he gave it to the store. You see what I'm saying? He was like, this is where I was supposed to be. He said, I was over there. They paid me to go over there, but this is where I was supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of impact on
time out.
families too.
So he got paid at another store.
Yeah.
And after he went to that store, he came to the black store and gave the money that he made from that store to the black store.
He thought the black store was the place that he was supposed to be at. You see what I'm saying? So the store is literally like right next to the spot. So I was describing it to where it would look like you didn't even it wasn't even open or they was connected. You see what I'm saying? So he went into the store and he was there, chopping up with the owner and her daughter and son and everybody over there that came in the store. So he was there for a couple of hours. You see what I'm saying? And she said they talked about everything under the sun. And then he did like an interview with them that they were playing in the store when I walked in. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, oh shit, it was really there. That presence was real strong. You see what I'm saying? So looking at that and that experience, this is not something you can get off a record. It's got to be something that you experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could see what people flocking to Crenshaw and everybody coming because that presence was real strong. Even though I know some cats went out there to just on some shit like you said, I was there type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I know that was another horrifying type of situation where we got these kinds of motherfuckers out. So, but in that little spot right there, going in there, you felt that. You see what I'm saying? So I got blue laces in my ears. You understand? I got blue laces on repeat just over and over and over and over. So I'm in that Sadie space. I'm in the Nip space. I'm in the Pan-African space. I'm in all of that space that whole time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
my bad. Now they got that the other joint that just came out too. My finger's not doing anything but helping me. It's a Nipsey Hussle. It's like a 50-minute video where they driving this video game.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw that.
Yeah, got some shit on there though.
Yeah,
I'm a Nipsey fan. I fuck with Nip. You know what I'm saying? So I watched it a couple times.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
So
what happened?
Watching them.
What happened? So what happened when he realized he was in the wrong store?
He just gave them the money. He gave them the money that they paid him in the other store. He went over there, he did the little appearance and whatever, and they gave him the money, and he came back and gave the store the money.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So if they're not around in the place to tell their story, I'll tell the story because that's a story worth telling. You see what I'm saying? When certain things extend outside of the borders of what you may know. So we know in the street and we know in the conscious arenas that people like this exist, outside of the music. So this is why this is important. You see what I'm saying? So his work, his knowledge base, the risk that he took, and all of those things associated with it, we don't want that. That's the marathon that we need to catch up on. You see what I'm saying? The music is incredible, but to have a life outside of that music and to do it, in a time where like California, God, you know what I'm saying? Like the losses that was taken, with the contributions to the game of hip hop, on California from Mac Dre to Eazy-E and, Pac, everybody that came through, to have another shining prince come through like that and his life expires so short. You see what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like you heard everything in every lyric he ever, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so you could hear it and you could feel it. you just close your eyes and zone out and shit. You know what I'm saying? You be like, shit, I almost forgot what I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like when he said that shit, like when you hear that shit, like damn, like you could get off track on these pathways. You see what I'm saying? You can get pulled this way, you can get pulled that way, but something got to bring you back on track. You see what I'm saying? So that was that kind of barometer to be able to tell the story of the streets in a way, in a redemptive way. You see what I'm saying? So we was looking for something where we could use a word like a Messiah. A Messiah is a people, it's not a person. You see what I'm saying? So those kinds of people come from all kinds of places and spaces, and the offerings is so great. This is where you would put them as a collective, not as just individuals. But I went back and listened to everything. Some people got hip to Tupac after he died. Some people got hit to Dr. Khalid Abdul-Muhammad after he died. Of course, we all got hip to Malcolm after he transitioned. None of us was around. You see what I'm saying? So these things come in that same kind of lane and vein, where we can put that together in a collective consciousness and have a astute respect and understanding for what that means. I just wanted to share that because I couldn't
Keep talking. Don't
type.
stop it. Knowledge kicking. Now he kicking knowledge. Go on.
I could type all that shit in the chat. You only get 100 characters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you spitting fire. Come on, keep going.
140 characters in these streets. That's a Jay-Z.
Yeah. So it's definitely a beautiful thing, and this is why history is important. So I do want to say a positive because I don't want to leave that disgust in regards to what our enemies is doing. They're doing what they're supposed to. If anybody sees the movie and whatever these movies are, take this opportunity, especially in this month. I love Black History Month. Every Black History Month, I went to my children's school and talked about Black History Month. They needed to hear Black History Month from a Black man. You see what I'm saying? From a Black person, but more especially a Black man. You see a Black father in the place. You know what I mean? So I took that time because I saw all of the other cultural observances going on. And everybody flocked and they was cooking and all kinds of stuff was going on. They did plays and all of their cultural people came in attendance no matter what. So if it was Asian, whether it was Pacific Islander, whatever the case may be, they came out in droves. So I was like, what's up with the Black History program? It's like, we're not going to have one. Oh, there's no money. Or is this, or is that? Oh, okay, no doubt. I got you. So instead of me going that way, I said, where can I affect change? In my children's classroom. You see what I'm saying? So I went to my children's classroom and did that. So use this time to learn your family story and how your family story connects to the collective of Black people. So contrary to what I was saying about, the UK actors playing the film, that was from a space of love. We all one people. I don't separate Black just like you, DB. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to put that out there. I want you to take the time, if you see the film, to either do some research on Fred Hampton Sr. and his work within the organization. His wife is still alive. Her name is Akua Najiri. He has a son named Fred Hampton Jr. And they're seeking to take his house, the Fred Hampton House. So they got an initiative called Save the Fred Hampton House. So, if you view it some kind of way, find a way to make a donation to the Hampton House to save the Hampton.
Save now.
You see what I'm saying? So that is a mantra. So if you want to give back to his family that's still alive, that's still here, that's carrying on his legacy and going through the hell that's associated with it, that has to live with the trauma of having their loved one being killed before their eyes, and while Mama Akua was pregnant with Fred Hampton Jr. in the womb. Just think about that initiative, Save the Hampton House. You see what I'm saying? So this is a great time and a beautiful time to take a step back, see what's most important with your family. Tell them their birth story. Tell them the reason why you chose their name. Tell them the birth significance and the things that were happening when they came into the world. These are things that they're going to pass down we watch roots, but we're not connected to our roots. You see what I'm saying? So this is a time to get reconnected and reestablish that connection within your roots. Tell them what you know. And, you can find out what you don't through a couple of different mediums. So use this time in this month to make it a habit to learn as much as you can and pass down those good character traits to your future generation. So if you're going to see it and use some practical application. Like I saw the movie Harriet, and we watched Harriet, and I said, let me tell you about Harriet Tubman. So you can use these films as a through line to have a conversation, with your family and hear their perspective as well. So if you don't know a place where to start, you start in a way of something that you would do and make it a family opportunity to share your family history. You see what I'm saying? Because these things are precious. So use these opportunities wisely that you have, because we living in a time where tomorrow ain't promised, and all they're gonna know is what they remember.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I like it. Look now, the real knowledge is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Now the brother came and represented for us. This was the brother we was waiting for the last 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Well, he made it just in time, nigga, because the barber shop is closing. Where's
last call?
Last cut, nigga, be $75.
Last call.
Right.
Man, we gonna
$7,500.
Obviously, we're gonna slide over to Reggie Owens. So y'all going to throw your cities and states in the chat.
Let them
real
say they
quick now.
closing. If that. Hey, Inky, you still there?
Hell yeah.
Why your black ass hiding?
He activating somebody's chakra.
Nah, man. It's 3:30 on this side of town. I gotta turn my light. I got my little ones got to get up in 3 hours.
Okay, well, go ahead and give your closing remark. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight.
We love all black folks, just some less than others and some more than the rest. And everybody who has more than bill money, please send me the excess at $ Minister Inky Cash App.
Yes, sir.
That's real.
That's it.
Nigga, get out of here. Get some rest, big homie.
Yeah.
I appreciate the platform. Thank you.
All love, man. You know it. You know that. Appreciate you.
Yesterday we had Pinky. Today we got
Inky, and we ending with knowledge. What's up? What you got for us?
I'm gonna shoot you the one that pink, not the one that stank. It's definitely been a pleasure and an honor. Glad to be able to come on and flow with the conversation with the greatest conversation platform in the fucking universe. Barbershop Conversations. Y'all changing lives. Y'all uplifting entrepreneurs. Y'all helping people's vision go from theory to practicality. Every day I saw how the community comes together and makes initiatives happen. I think that's very historical, not something to be taken lightly. So every opportunity you could get to support this platform, to support this visionary trio that's here,
right.
My brother Fred, DB, what would DB do? You understand what I'm saying? And the ultimate queen, Patty Dean, PPD up in here. That trifecta is magnificent. I know some other people. I don't know your names. Forgive me. You understand what I'm saying? But I can be found. I got a platform, 2,100 episodes and counting. Do the Knowledge Radio, like the shirt say, DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO. Come through. If you're an entrepreneur, poet, author, MC, whatever you do, and it's you use your talents and your skills to uplift our people, I have a platform for you. You can come over here and allow your voice to be heard and promote yourself on that global platform. Thank you again, my big brother Fred. You understand what I'm saying? Out here. DB, Queen Patty Dean, for the opportunity. And I'm looking forward to subsequent conversations.
Thank you.
Knowledge boy, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
They going wild in the chat. They going wild in the chat.
It was like, where was your antennas? Y'all was talking about chakras and white Jesus and.
Oh man, appreciate you, big homie.
All right, peace,
Wow.
y'all.
All right, peace.
You too, bro.
DB, what up?
Oh man, man, feeling good, man. Feeling like a million. Man, I always think, man, Pac was Malcolm and Nipsey is Dr. Khaled. Like that's just what I see. That's what I feel. That's the energy. You know what I'm saying? You had the OG, and then they thought we wasn't never gonna get another one like that, and then we sure did get another one just as strong. You know what I mean? And influenced our people in a different way, but still kept our energy going, man, and found a way to bring us together. You know what I mean? That's for our people. You know, I know we have other people in the culture and the community that do stuff too. Like for example, Kobe brought the entire city of Los Angeles together, but Nip brought a different sort of togetherness. You know what I mean? Because it was Rips and Damus. You know what I'm saying? It was the Lokes and the Dogs. It was the South Siders and the North Siders. You know what I mean? Everybody came together. And it was just so unfortunate because he was just right at a point where he was working on something with, you know what I'm saying, our brothers from other color. And it just didn't happen, but it did happen at his send off. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got to keep that energy, man. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes when it comes to this fight stuff, somebody got the last name, you know, Ramirez or Benavidez, and you know, everybody start going crazy in the chat, you know what I'm saying? They're going crazy in the boxing community. But man, we got to cut that stupid bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to work together because it's strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really going anywhere with it, but just, man, the feeling is good. You know what I'm saying? When we have certain shows, you know, we started talking about Tyson Fury and we ended up talking about something deeper. You know, fuck Tyson Fury because he's a non-factor. You know, he's going to kill himself with an overdose or, you know, suicide. Probably. I mean, who knows, right? And I'm not talking about shooting himself. I'm just saying like he's going to kill his own self by the lifestyle that he has, right? By gorging and being a gluttonous pig, literally eating pig. You know, or he's going to get in the ring again with Deontay Wilder at some point and get his head knocked off. So. But yeah, anyway, that guy's a non-factor, and yeah, we got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? The big fish. So all that to say, man, yeah, the barbershop is where any and everything is talked about, man. And I had a great fucking time tonight.
Oh, did you?
I had a great time this afternoon.
Yeah, we had a great week.
Time yesterday.
We had a great week, man. We had a great week, man. How about and I'll see if I can get Bob on tomorrow. I'll call him. Let me see how my day is set up, and I'll see if I can get him on. And
I cannot wait for this COVID thing to be over. I can't wait for everybody to come down, man. I can't wait for P Good and Hustler Slim and you know what I'm saying, and Philip H for everybody to get a chance to come to LA. We have a fight, and for the people that didn't make it out last time, you know, and that was I mean that was still 100 men, but man, it's gonna be so much bigger this time, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna have 200, 300 people down there. And we're gonna be running around this city, man, having a beautiful time in Los Angeles, man. Y'all gonna get some sunshine. Y'all gonna get the palm trees. We going by the Staples Center. We going by Hollywood Boulevard, man. We going down Figueroa, the track, and we finna go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 at a time, jumping in the truck. We're gonna be all over the place. We're gonna head back over to Slauson somewhere. I'm gonna show y'all where Nip from. I'm gonna show y'all where Pac used to stay at. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. All that. We're going to have a beautiful time. Go to the Slauson Swap Meet, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. the Slauson Super Mall. Man, we're just going to have a good time, man, a good old time. And we're going to barbecue a whole bunch of vegetables and, you know what I'm saying, some fresh fruit chopped up. And, yeah, it's going to be beautiful. But I can't wait for all the brothers, man, to get a chance to come down here, especially if it's for the first time. You know, it's going down. But only in a barbershop we make this happen, man. And couldn't do it without y'all. PPD dropped a link in there for the GoFundMe a little while ago. So, man, y'all could, she'd probably drop it again. But, man, y'all can hit that right there and keep pushing. You know, the financial push it don't stop because this is something that we all voted for that we wanted to do together. You know what I mean? This wasn't just a Fred idea. Like we said this, so we got to make sure it happened and make sure that our fighters know that they're fighting for us and we're pushing for them. That's it, man. That's it. What else you got, Freddie?
Thank you for a great week. Thank y'all, man. We had some great numbers this week, man. We truly appreciate y'all. I truly appreciate y'all. We truly appreciate y'all, and y'all keep coming back and sharing these videos, man. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? We got a great week next week, man. We got Demetric Muhammad. We got Chris Berg, the heavyweight champion of the world. And we got Albert Hainsworth. That's going to be interesting. So, and we got the Frederick Douglass family coming in on Sunday for about 30 minutes. And we're working on Joel Diaz. And when Joel Diaz, y'all going to realize my plan that I put together about 30 days ago in my head. And y'all going to be like, damn, Fred, you a genius. I'm going to tell y'all. And if we get Joel Diaz, I did what I wanted to do. So
okay.
So
all right. I like. I do want to ask you something else real quick before we get out of here. I know you're tired and working down. If I was only able to punch you, but you were able to punch me, kick me, choke me, and slam me, who would be more dangerous, you or me?
Who would be more dangerous?
I can only punch you, and you can do everything to me.
You, because you didn't say how many times you could punch me.
No. If we were in a fight, but I can only punch. But
we in a fight. Me. I would say me.
Right. I was just having this conversation with Fly High, and I can't remember. It was Big Dog Willie and somebody else earlier in the chat, but they were saying that boxing is more dangerous.
I saw that conversation.
Than MMA, and I'm like, dude, listen, I love boxing as much as you do, but like, don't be foolish.
Nah, them niggas
You know, when
can't
they're
walk.
talking about it, 5 guys died in boxing. I'm like, yeah, but that's. I'm like, think of how these guys died, though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Nah, thank you, knowledge. Thank you, knowledge. Thank you. I mean, I say that sincerely, man. When we started the show and we had the idea of putting the show together, nigga called me and said, Fred, I got some people for you that you can add to your show. You know what I mean? And then he was KPA. He was KBA. You know, he was KBA before PPD, you know, and he was a great asset, you know. And so I'm forever grateful you got the ball rolling, you know. Y'all know I started it off when we had like 15, 16 guests in a row. Y'all remember that shit? That shit was nauseating. Woo! That shit was tight. I was producing the show, working the show, editing. Woo, Jesus, man. That was hard ass. Man, man. Some days I would get here like, man, when we did them 100 days in a row, man, we got the day 55. Woo, Fred was like, man, I just want to take one day. Just give me one. Just put it in my hand. You know, since we doing black cinematic references tonight, you know what I mean? And we didn't. So, but yeah, knowledge was a great asset in terms of getting us guests and just being a true friend. You know, I'm pretty sure he and Patty Dean talk quite often, you know, and I don't get to talk to them much, but they talk together a lot. You know, me and PPD do a lot of emailing and stuff. So, but I'm glad that it's working. It's working, man. We just got to find a co-host.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
No one laughing? Ain't nobody laughing? The fuck? I thought that was funny. Oh man, y'all niggas.
Yeah,
Rob laughing. Thank you, Rob. Damn. Whew. Thank you, Reggie. God,
they always slow and shit.
Man, y'all got this slow. Y'all got that Clipper Wi-Fi.
Man, D Bevel the champ. The champ is here.
What's up, D Bevel? What's popping, big homie?
Man. Yeah, all right, man. Let's see, man. We almost ready to get out of here. Let's check the likes real quick. Let's see where we at on those likes. Come on, family.
We got 120.
184 likes. Hold on,
Okay.
let me refresh it to make sure that's right. 184 likes. Let's see.
Okay, he got Mo. Patty Ding. He got Mo. Tell them they gotta wait till April though. Tell them they gotta wait till April though, because PPD be on her job.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know what we did in this show, but goddamn, I'm still not paying $70 for that fucking movie. Nah, it ain't no $70, man. Man, Inky probably cheaper than me. You know what I mean? That's why he saw a 7 and lost his mind. Yeah, that nigga thought it was free. Oh, it should be on at midnight. Man, I hope it's on at midnight, dog. I hope, because I really want to watch at least half of it right now.
Yeah, these dudes in the chat crazy. I tell y'all what, you and whatever 2 boxers you want to bring, come to the gym, and I got me and 2 other MMA fighters, and then we spar. And I want to hear no shit about no kicking, no wrestling, yeah. We'll see how this shit play out, and then you come back to the show and tell everybody how I really feel. Saying people think somebody just gonna stand there just waiting to throw a punch. No, I'll kick your fucking legs from under you.
Oh, speaking of Black history, we confirmed Dr. John Carlos.
Okay. Nice. Put your fist in the air.
March 23rd. We got that, and we got the champ Freddie Pendleton is coming in. Oh, he's a riot, man. Yeah, that's in March, and next week is a good ass week, man. We got Demetric Muhammad, Chris Bird, and Albert Hainsworth. 3 completely different shows. Damn,
it's going down. It's going down.
Yeah, 3 completely different shows. So yeah, wow.
I love it.
Homework.
All right. You ready? You ready?
I was born ready.
My camera's slow, so I see you yawning right now, and I don't know how long.
Oh man. You know how your body knows like Friday is the last day of the week?
Yes. Oh shit!
What happened?
Today is Friday.
Yeah, today is our Friday. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, see, it's the lonely time right here and shit.
Yeah, it do feel weird on Friday night for me. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I mean? So, but
this is this is the time to catch up with all the people that you've been, what I'm saying, casting your line out to all week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shit.
Mm-hmm.
Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, Friday night, Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Get it all in.
Yeah.
Saturday, get your last little boom boom in, and then back
boom
to
boom
shop.
Mancini. He's a great fighter. They say he's a Hall of Famer too.
I trained his wife, as a matter. Trained his wife. I didn't run a train on his wife. Trained his wife, and
you don't train her no more.
No. This was probably about 6 years ago.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Terrence Bailey. Yeah. I bet she didn't understand the word he said though. But I bet we understood what Pastor Paul said last night with Bomac. He interviewed Bomac, so make sure y'all go support that. Give him a quote. Give him a quote or 2 on your platform. Give him a quote or 2. You know what I mean? Tag it, put it on your Instagram. You know what I mean? Because the bigger our community get, the stronger we'll get. You know what I mean? Shit. So man, keep on supporting that, and we'll definitely rock out like that.
Bro, what do you mean 1 kick versus 3-punch combination? You don't think there's kicking? Oh my God! Let's get off of this shit. Shout out to the OG Terrence Bailey Sr. On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe. Philip H in the building. My brother Mr. Tennessee himself, Hustler Slim, and my brother, the Delirious, Mr. Casper Jumbe in the building. Let's see, we got Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, Birdman, the Queen, she's your queen to be. PPD. Let me see. They own that, whatever this name is right here. You said, remember Billy Joel said, looking over the eyes? Yeah. Jared. One Green.
Reggie Owens fucking with you. I think Reggie fucking with you.
Fly high. Say it again, Fred. I didn't hear you.
I think Reggie fucking with you. I don't know if he real. Instead of boxing with dog and UFC fighting.
All right, how about this? You had an old James Toney versus you had James Toney.
Hey, this nigga funny, man. Y'all niggas. Hey, yeah.
James Toney went and got subbed in a minute against an older Randy Couture.
Man. Boxers ain't even thinking about it.
50-year-old Randy Couture.
Oh, he's being honest. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, Money in the Ghetto said, "Can we get Carissa Shields on?"
Man, no, we can't. We would love to have Clarissa on the show.
She ain't fucking with us, man. I'm dog, man. This that girl.
I know Reggie. So was Randy Couture was too. He was 50 years old. He was 77 years old.
87.
Oh yeah, you go. Philip H. Tell him, man, that calf kick, bro. That's
his mama call him Rand. We gonna call him Rand.
Man. Let me see. Oh, that says day one to give it to you. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate you coming.
The one to give it to you.
Yeah, he just woke up. We appreciate you coming on. Fred and Carissa would be like me and Monty. I don't know what the fun, but here's the craziest shit ever about Carissa Shields. I gave her the same advice her manager gave her. The same advice. I said, you know what? Y'all should break bread together. She should be on your co-main event. You should build her up. I told her that 2 months before her manager said, you know what? You know we should do a pay-per-view and put Raquel Mill on the undercard as a co-main event. Guess what's happening on her pay-per-view? Exactly. And she called me out on Instagram. She even tweeted me and who you think you are? I'm like, I'm only trying to help, ma, because I know the game. And guess what? Yeah, you know, that guy, that dude that wear them snapbacks, you know what I mean, told her what to do. And she said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. White ice is colder. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? She just see me as a YouTuber. She just see me as a little nigga. That's all. And it's okay. And they gonna treat her like, you know what I mean? But anyways, man, I the same exact thing, dog. Not, I mean, like carbon copy, like copied, like you put in a Xerox machine. She called me out. She made a tweet about me. Who does he think he is? I'm like, no, I'm telling you what to do. I was building your fight up, silly. Like I was literally helping you out. Y'all could have played upon when Raquel came in here and that beef, man. Y'all could have ran with that the same way Connor and Floyd did that. They was laughing all the way to the bank. Man, they catching planes. They planes are parked right next to each other, man. The hell, y'all niggas, man, don't fall for that. I tried to help her. I tried to build up her platform. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if we get Joel Diaz in here, y'all gonna be like, Fred is a genius. Wait till I tell y'all what I did. If we get Joel Diaz in here. And but even if we don't, I'll still tell y'all after we get Joel Diaz in here. And but yeah, so yeah, the chickens have come home to roost. They've been since November 11th, 1963. What date is that? November what? 7th? Whatever day it was. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, let me see. We got Philip H in there. Let me see the one to give it to you. Yeah, I agree with you, brother. Let me see. We got Ancient Disciple. He said MB. Okay, whatever that means. Right on. Hustler Slam Trap Lord. He said, damn shame. Yeah, it is, man. You know, Fred tried. You know, we tried. So it may happen one day.
I was helping her. She thought I was mad at her. I was helping her. by making that beef between her and Raquel. I had no dog in it. People think I be emotionally attached to what I'm doing. I'm helping you out, silly. Y'all know I'm like an evil genius. 1122. Thanks, General Squirrels. Like I was pretending like it was beef. You know what I mean? But these dumb, man, these nimbusoles, man. Nimbusoles. Just think how many more pay-per-views she would have sold March 5th had she said, Fred, you know, that's a great idea. They could have been fake beefing. Man, they could have stayed some shit in LA. I mean, yeah. So anyway, I did my best. I really did my best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Again, like I said, somebody, I think it was a Hustler Slam or P Good. They say chickens coming home to roost. So we'll see. You know, we shall see. Let me see. 1-900 Hustler. He said, "You a good heel, Fred." Yeah. Fred's a good heel. Fred, the great agitator.
The great agitator. Who said I'm a heel? Who said that?
1-900 Hustler.
Oh shit. 1-900. You expensive too, nigga. Shit. I remember. I used to get smacked upside the head. Calling them numbers 976-7070, the party line.
Damn. Okay, DAY. Man. All right, let me get these people, man, before they still going. SF City Slicker. You said there had to be battles in the Emmys. Yeah, SF City Slicker, Fly High. We got the queen already. TT, she said, Fred sounds guilty. Matrix R, he said, another epic show once again. Shout out to the queen PPD.
Sounds guilty.
DB, Fred, much love to the family from Philly. Shout out to Philly, the 213 or the 215th. Matrix R in the building. Let me see. Philip H still in there. He talking to Reggie. Eric Jenkins. What up, EJ? EJ in the building. 1-900 Hustler. Shan C. I see you right there. He said, Will Smith, the greatest actor of all time, the way he played Muhammad Ali. H Money in the building. Let me see. South Memphis. Walker Holmes. What up? To the Memphis boys. What up, H Money? Let me see. Bots and Truth Serum. I see you, cuzzo, still in the building. General Squirrels, 11/22/6. There you go. I heard you talking about it. I didn't in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
My brother.
November something.
Yeah, General Squirrels, my brother. Let me see. Who else we got? The one to give it to you, we gave it to you.
Gonna give it to
Aaron
you.
Butler 262. He said, I'm an eye gouge somebody.
All right, niggas, the Iron Sheik or somebody.
Huh?
The Iron Sheik.
The Iron Sheik? Yeah.
Eye gouge, nigga, wrestling, nigga. Fuck you. Laugh and keep going, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, you weren't supposed to think about that shit. You from South Central.
Best pugilist in the building. Another magnificent show from the crew.
I don't know what this show was about, but I loved it. I ain't gonna say I don't know. This is like a smorgasbord of leftovers, and I fucking loved every bit of this shit. You know,
you know that feeling when you're at the office on Friday and it's casual Friday and you don't got to wear a shirt and tie and you can wear some fucking a Laker jersey and shit and you walking around and even though you got to work, the feeling is different because it's Friday.
Yeah, right.
Hold that shit up until Monday.
Nigga, I don't know what that man. I don't know what Dr. Inky was talking about. I ain't understand the word he said all night. That nigga sounded like Charlie Brown to me.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Hey,
Shop
people
talk.
Hernandez, man, where
I
you
like
at?
that.
We
Shop
come
talk.
for you.
Hustler Slim. I like that. Shop talk.
Shop talk. Yeah.
That might be a motherfucking segment. Shop talk. Shop talk with y'all. How about we do shop talk with the patrons? How about we do segments of shop talk just with y'all? Will y'all send in shop talk?
Shop talk. Hey, we haven't talked about relationships in a while. I know.
We got shit. We got in the shit. We're gonna have enough of them. We got Jamie Alexander coming in March 4th, so that'll be the time.
Yeah. Right, those are good. Those used to be the fiery ones and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's how Monty and Reggie got their divorce and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the show definitely needs a new title. Yeah, we'll figure that shit out.
Yeah. And Reggie going live. I think Reggie talking about road safety. I don't know if y'all saw his Instagram or his other channel earlier. A bunch of accidents happening all over the place, trucks turning over. So he'll be talking about driver and pedestrian safety.
Hey, that shit look like I was on my way to Vegas, man. As soon as I get out of San Bernardino, fuck that truck. You know how many trucks I used to see turned over?
Yeah, that shit tripped me out. I seen that truck and I was like, oh, I know it's. He posted it, so I know something's gonna happen. And that shit turned over. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that shit. That shit like a movie. Looks like a movie when you see these trucks on their side. H money. H money. That's funny as hell. H money.
And then the car that fell off of the overpass. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, go back to Reggie and look at that. There was a car fell off the overpass. That shit was crazy.
Man.
Yeah. Anyway, man, let me see. Well, I think we got everybody in there. Yeah, Fly High, PD, yeah, Birdman. We got all y'all, man. Alex Carrillo. Yeah, Rob G Family said Fred, DB, PPD, the Barbershop, Globetrotters, man. PPD, she the Will Chamberlain right there. Score 100 points. Yeah. All right.
So if he's
play the song, Fred.
So who's the Washington Nationals?
Who the Nationals? You said who's the Washington Nationals?
Washington. Who were they? Washington what? Huskies? Who were they? Generals. Yeah, who's the Washington Generals? Fuck, you took laughing gases? What the fuck?
Oh, shit. We know your bald head ass was Curly Neal.
I can handle that ball though. I can handle that ball.
That's right. That's right. Handle that rock.
Yeah, handle that rock. Hey, how's the song go? How's it go? People Hernandez, man. Hey, how's the? Oh, y'all niggas can't sing. We can't hear y'all niggas. But there's some nigga in the chat singing the Harlem Globetrotters theme song right now. What's up, People Hernandez? What's up?
Hey, people.
Hey, yeah, man. Someone singing that shit right now. Movie conspiracies with knowledge. Yeah. Movie conspiracies. We're going to change the shit to something. I wish I can copy and paste that shit. No, I can't from this program.
But the devil is a lie. Hey.
Do hey. Hey, we got a new real rap in here. We got a new real rap. Casper says Fred, Kimbo, Crumb, Hawthorne. Yeah. Casper. He's new, huh? Casper's new, huh? Is Casper new?
I don't know.
Casper got to be new. Welcome to the show, Casper. You're officially a patron, but you can get kicked out by the owner anytime, though. Don't forget. Yeah. It's Pinky, nigga. It's Pinky, nigga. It's Pinky, nigga. It's Pinky, nigga. Gotta give it. Be a blessing. Yeah.
Rob G. Phil.
It's my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICS. Determined to breathe the greatest shit.
Like the season.
Yeah, he's new. Yeah, welcome to the show, man. Welcome. We appreciate you coming in tonight. Great show, man. Thank you, D. Hodges, man. What's up, man? No stories, man. I ain't heard a story in like 2 months. Hey, name, please. What name?
The devil is a lie.
Oh, the name of the song? It doesn't have a name yet. It's not
the song's been out for 7 years, but we ain't got a name yet. Good job, Fred.
I'm never putting it out. I'm never putting the song out because I don't want to deal with YouTube. If I put it out, man, they'll copyright all my videos, and I gotta rewrite them and all that shit. I don't want to deal with it. I'm telling you the truth. Hey, it's all in one. Some things. Oh shit, the song is over. Oh shit. Yeah, I was zoning out. What you got to say, nigga? Like
I was waiting on it to die down a little bit, just a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. And I see my brother Money Ghetto was in the building. Peace and love to everybody, man. Don't come banging on the door tomorrow because you cannot get a fade. You got to run the weekend looking the way you do. Don't come banging on this door. The shop is closed. We see y'all in here on Sunday. Slide over to Reggie Owens, and we're going to get it cracking.
With the Frederick Douglass family. Shout out first 30 minutes. We got Frederick Douglass. We may have Joel Diaz at 9:30 and or Monday. We'll figure that out later, and we'll get out. Yeah, love y'all. Peace, DB.
Peace, brother. Love you.
Yeah, I love you too, man.